Baker County Farm Bureau wants to wish the Baker County Wildcats much success this football season. Baker County Farm Bureau, specializing in auto insurance, homeowners insurance, along with life insurance. To get started with Farm Bureau, contact Jack Baker or Justin Webb at 259-6332. That's 259-6332.
And we welcome you back here to Memorial Stadium, downtown McClinic, Florida. Mike Cruz, Jackie Baker bringing you all the action, 2022 Baker County Wildcat football. And we should have a good one tonight, to be honest with you. Fernandina Beach has played some teams tough this year. Their record doesn't indicate a team that's on the rise, but I got to tell you, they gave Yulee all they wanted. And, Jackie, if you recall, we had to come from 9 down to beat Yulee at the end of the ball game. So Fernandina Beach is not bringing a team over here that you are going to see just roll over and play dead. We have to contend with the fact that it's been homecoming week and senior night all rolled into one tonight. A lot of these players that we saw that are going to be on the field tonight honored down there before the game, senior night. You got homecoming festivities, Jackie. They had a parade yesterday. All that stuff going on. So all that factors into this game. Coach May is hoping for not a letdown tonight.
Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot going on, a lot of distractions, and it's always, usually it's 2 weeks out of the year. You get homecoming week and you get a senior night. Well, tonight, it's all of it combined into one. So these guys have stayed busy all week long, and you got to hope that football was on their mind just a little bit. Hopefully not, but you know you want to make a run in playoffs, but potentially the last time you play in Memorial Stadium as a Wildcat football player. So hope they take it all in.
Fernandina Beach coming out tonight dressed in the white uniforms, the white pants with the white jerseys trimmed in blue numerals with the blue helmets. Wildcats all black tonight. The black pants with the black jerseys trimmed in red numerals. Fernandina Beach wins the toss. They defer to the second half. So Fernandina Beach has said, we'll let you have the football. We're going to get it to start the second half. They're hoping they're in the ball game and that second half possession matters. Jackie, captains for tonight's game for the Wildcats. Seniors, number 10, Jabari Ruiz. Number 26, Rayshawn Rayam. Number 16, Jason Roden. Number 79, Tate Johnson. Those are the seniors for the Wildcats tonight. You mentioned it, senior night and homecoming night all rolled into one. We had the homecoming game was supposed to be the West Nassau game when we played that weekend on a Monday instead of Friday because of the hurricane. Jackie, I think I already mentioned that. But either way, Jackie, tonight's game, if the Wildcats can win, we would move to 3-1 in district play on the year, 6-3 overall. And based on the way the seedings rank, you know, we're virtually would guarantee a playoff position for the Wildcats regardless of anything that happens next week. So Cats just need to win this one, hold serve. Next week we're going to go on the road down to Wesley Chapel, Florida for a road game on the final game of the year. And then we'll see how it shakes out. You know, we'll see how it shakes out. The Wildcats may have a chance. We're not going to be district champions this year. Baldwin's going to claim that title. But this team still has some work ahead of them because it looks like they'll make the playoffs. And it'll be fun once we get there, as it always is. Fernandina Beach has it teed up at the 40-yard line. Low line drive kick's going to be taken around the 15-yard line. Wildcats going to bring it back. This is Davion Dean, I believe. And Dean's going to get a hole out to the 25, to the 30. Davion Dean across the 40-yard line. He came all the way from the far side of the field to the near side of the field and takes it all the way out to the 47-yard line. A good return by Dean. Last week did the same thing, Jackie. He got the ball on the far side, brings it all the way to the near sideline. I'm not sure if they practiced that, but he gets to the 47. He picks it up at the 15, so he probably ran about 90 yards on that play.
Great return by Davion Dean. Kid, you want to get the ball in his hands as often as possible.
So, look, he's split out to the right here. Cam Smith in the backfield with Blake Mays. First down from the 47-yard line. Fumble on the snap there. It never got back to Mays. He's going to have to scramble. Now Blake Mays is going to run out there to the 44-yard line. He's going to get hit for a loss, about a 3-yard loss. The snap never got off the ground. It kind of rolled back there. Mays had to pick it up, tried to make something out of nothing, and the Cats lose 3 yards. We saw that a lot last week. We saw that a lot the week before. Something that's plagued the Cats this year.
And I can't figure it out, Mike.
Second down, call it 13. Inside handoff to Cam Smith. He's going to pick up about 6 yards and get the get the lost yardage on first down back plus 3. So the Cats now in 3rd down and 7 situation after those first 2 plays. Go and hurry up here. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, and we get Fernandina.
My goodness.
Fernandina comes into the neutral zone, no flag. That should have been 5 yards as they were clearly in the neutral zone. Now they snap it. I don't know if Mays was ready for it. Cam Smith trying to get to the corner. He does. 45. He's going to get the first down inside the 40. And Cam Smith gets down to the 38-yard line, gets the first down. But I don't think that was kind of confusion and a kind of a busted play to give the Cats the first down.
Yeah, it absolutely was. Nobody moved. The ball was snapped to Blake Mays. And I don't think anybody else was ready for it. And Cam Smith able to scamper around and pick up the first down. Can't teach speed.
Cam checks out of the game after a 14-yard gain there. Kanias Williams checks in. Pass to the left side, going to be caught, then dropped. And I think he's going to call it a catch and a fumble maybe. Wildcats recovered it there. That was a catch by not Silas Roden. That was 18 that called it. 18 is Cedric Larry, made the catch, and then he fumbled it. I think Silas Roden recovered it. Picked up 2 yards. Second down 8 from the Fernandina 36-yard line. Snap back, going to hand it off. And this is going to be Holmes, number 5 with the carry. I think it's 15 is Chestnut, 5 Holmes. Only a gain of 1 down to the 35.
Yeah, not much going on that time. Josh Holmes comes in there for the injured Cam Smith, but Cam's back on the field now, and the Cats find themselves in another 3rd and long situation.
3rd down, inside. No, Blake Mays is going to fumble the football. He gets hit. He kept it on his own read play. I thought he gave it to Cam Smith up the middle. Kept it himself. Tries to come around the left side, and Mays is hit from behind. He fumbles the football at the 38-yard line, and only Fernandina beats players there to scoop it up, Jackie. And just like that, we pick up right where we did last week and the week before.
Oh, man, Cam Smith had some room in the middle there, it looked like. That time, Blake Mays wishing he had that one back.
Fernandina Beach will come out here. They've got number 16. Jackson Denton is the starting quarterback. He's flanked out there by Lucas, the running back. Here we go. 3 receivers to the left side. They're going to throw the football. They fire it out there left. Catch is made along the 43-yard line. Makes a lot of guys miss, and the ball's ripped out of his hands, but out of bounds. It would have been a fumble and a good play by the defense, but they allowed a first down and more as he gets across the 50-yard line.
Yeah, that time nothing fancy there. Wildcats back into the little zone coverage defense there, and Fernandina receiver finds the hole.
Denton takes a snap in the shotgun. They're going to run the football this time, and Fernandina, you can tell, is going to go very fast here. Up-tempo offense. They pick up 2 yards. Now looking at 2nd down and 8.
They're going to go fast, and speaking to the coaches earlier in the week, said they're going to throw a lot of formations at us, so it's hard to get that defense where you want them when those guys are lining up different every play.
Number 1 is the feature back there for Fernandina. Let's take a look. You got to find the code here to figure out who the player is, and he's going to get the carry.
Oh.
He's going to be downhill inside the 45, close to the 40-yard line. Bring up a 3rd down. Jackie, the weirdest roster I've ever seen. You got to find the white jersey or the blue jersey. Then you got to find the number that corresponds with the white jersey. So they're wearing white tonight. Fortunately, Tajon Nelms wears white and blue number 1, so he's number 1 all the time. So Tajon Nelms, but you have to go through a whole, like National Treasure buried secrets here to find out who these guys are.
And we hope it's jersey color and not number color.
Here we go. 3rd down play, 3rd down and 3. They're going to throw the football this time. He had the tight end. They had the Wildcats set up on a tight end screen that time, and the quarterback had to rush it because the Wildcat came off of the block there, and I guess it kind of scared the quarterback into throwing early, and he throws it over his head. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, we had a defender coming from that outside. Couldn't tell who it was, but he got right in the quarterback's face, and thank goodness caused him to throw that a little sooner than he wanted to, because the tight end was running loose.
He was. He was open. He would have had a first down, and it was a nice play call. The little tight end slip screen is what that is. The tight end comes off the block. He's eligible for a catch, and he had green grass. 4th down and 5 now Fernandina sends a man in motion. They've got two receivers to the right, one to the left, and you're going to get a flag down, and they're going to call a timeout. No. They're going to call a legal motion. He signaled a legal motion. I guess he said timeout. They got a microphone on him, so I guess he's talking to the crowd. Either way, Jackie, the Wildcats on the first possession tonight turned the football over. We saw that several times last week. We threw two interceptions over there last week, fumbled the football, and it's also the fact that we put the ball on the ground a number of times and we get it back ourselves. We fumble the football a lot. It's on the ground too many times, and we saw that against Yulee. We saw that against Jackson. We're seeing it already on our first possession here tonight against Fernandina Beach. And it's not just that, it's also the penalties. So the penalties, the turnovers, those are things. I mean, listen, you can be sitting here with the third rank in the district or region all you want to, but if you can't clean those two things up and you get to the playoffs and you're playing against playoff caliber football teams, we're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, just too many mistakes on this with this Wildcat offense the last few weeks.
Fourth down play now. Fernandina going to go for it from the Wildcat 40. Denton, straight drop. He's under pressure, but they set the screen again, and this time the screen works to perfection. Wide receiver screen this time as they get it out there to Lucas, and Lucas is going to run for the first down and even more. He's gets about 10 yards after the first down marker. So Fernandina calls the screen again on fourth down, and it works to perfection.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have anybody over there, Mike, so a little confusion there in the Wildcat secondary.
First and 10 from the 28-yard line. Two backs in the backfield now, going to fake it, and he had the back coming out of the backfield, and they just try to get a little too fancy there. Throws it between his hands over his head, and he looked like he wasn't expecting the ball to come his way. So second down and 10.
And we talked about, a lot of formations. I don't think they've lined up the same yet, Mike.
No.
I mean, a lot of different things going on down there with this Fernandina offense. And
well, and they want to go fast, then they want to slow it down, then they go faster, then they slow it down, they go slower here. So second down, call it 10. This time, two receivers left. Man comes in motion now. Stays on the far side of the field. Second down, 10. Denton, straight drop. He's under heavy pressure. Holland got back there and hit him, and a flag comes down in the secondary. This is the first flag of the night, but count on it to go against the Cats. Pass was incomplete.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what we're going to call there.
Look like it's going to be holding against the defense. So they're saying we held up a receiver down there.
But, yeah, he was 7 yards down the field further than our defender. The Wildcat defender just jumped the route.
So that's going to give Fernandina a first down. So after that play, we had them in third down and 10 situation because that was an incompletion. Would have been a third and 10. So this is how those penalties show up. So already, turnover gave the ball to Fernandina. Penalty gives them a first down deep in Wildcat territory at the 17. First and 10. Denton in the shotgun. Two to the right, one to the left, one back in the backfield. He's going to get the carry. And Nelms is going to go straight ahead for a gain of maybe one. It'll be second and 9.
This Wildcat defense trying to hang on here, trying to keep Fernandina out of the end zone. Wildcat offense had a chance, and just nothing seemed right on that initial drive, Mike. We dropped the snap on Cam Smith. Even when he picked up the first down, nobody was ready for the ball. And then we fumble, have a turnover there. Blake Mays, they strip him, and Fernandina gets the ball, and now putting together a good drive here in the red zone.
Second down 9. They're at the Wildcat 17. Taking a long time to run this play. Play clock down to 6 on the clock. Denton in the gun. 3 receivers all to the left. Going to run Nelms. He gets the ball knocked out of his hands. The Wildcats are going to get it. We're going to get a fumble back. The Wildcats defenders were back there with the handoff, and we're going to get the turnover as number 30 for the Cats picks it up, and that's Case Foster.
Big Case Foster, man. Another one of those youngsters down there, Mike. Those guys out there, a lot of sophomores on this team, and that time they caused the fumble, and Case Foster able to recover. And we just talked about holding on. Well, what a turnover that is, Mike, keeping Fernandina out of the end zone.
Well, it's huge, and Fernandina kind of went to the well there a little bit, and I don't know that they needed to run that kind of trick play to that side. Their offense was moving the football. They get a little fancy. from time to time, and they put the ball on the ground. First down play here, and the Cats are going nowhere against the Fernandina Beach front. Looked like Holmes again, maybe on the carry. And it's going to be 2nd and 9. We'll call it a gain of 1. Cam Smith's going to swing out to the left side in the receiver slot. You got Kanias Williams in the backfield, Davion Dean on this side along with Silas Rosen. So 3 receivers to the Wildcats left. That's the near side of the field. They get it to Cam. The blocks are not picked up, but Cam Smith still squirts through there and gets out to the 40-yard line. One of the Cat receivers just got absolutely pancaked. They're out there to get those blocks off, Jackie, and we're getting whipped at the wide receiver spot.
Yeah, we did that time. My goodness. Number 18 for Fernandina.
Fortunately, Cam Smith was able to sneak through that hole and get the first down. What did the head referee call? Oh, he called water break. Water break. 6:24 to go first quarter. Both teams have fumbled the ball to the other team. Let's take a 30-second timeout. There's no score here. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
Hi, this is Larry Berkins of Berkins Chevrolet in McClenny. It is truly an honor to help make these Wildcat radio broadcasts possible. Berkins Chevrolet with sales and service 6 days a week. Cars, trucks, SUVs, certified used cars. We help customers establish or reestablish credit. Thank you, Wildcat fans. From Larry Berkins at Berkins Chevrolet, US 90 in the heart of McClenny.
Online at BerkinsChevy.com.
Jackie, October 28, 2022, just 3 days away from Halloween this year. We're going to be heading into November. The Wildcats hosting the 9th game of the year here on homecoming. Cam Smith's going to get down the sideline, and Cam Smith broke it for a 60-yard touchdown run. But, Jackie, I think we're going to get a holding behind the play here. And just as we were coming back from the break, Cam Smith would have taken that one down the sideline for a touchdown, but it's going to get called back for a hold, I'm afraid, and the guy right here on the sideline threw it.
Yeah, I mean, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't see that one, but nonetheless, it doesn't matter what I see. They're going to call this 60-yard touchdown by Cam Smith, who made a beautiful move down the field to stay on that sideline.
Yeah, it would have been a big touchdown run for Smith. You think anybody down in the concession stand listens to the Wildcat radio?
Oh, I'm sure.
I think they got it tuned in down there. We need a couple cheeseburgers up here to the box. You bring them up here, and we'll give you some money. Trust me.
Tell them if anybody's over at the Booster Club, we got some sliced pork over there, some baked beans, there's some desserts over there. If you're in the Booster Club parking lot listening in, bring Mike some food, man.
Yeah, we got a little hungry up here. We were down. We were warming up with the team before the game. Got a little hungry up here, so we've got money. Just bring us some cheese.
I don't have any money.
Well,
speaking for himself.
Well, we'll figure it out when they get here. How about that?
Put it on my tab.
First down and 20 after the holding call. Going to give it straight up the middle to Kanias Williams, and Kanias is going to fight his way out to the 38-yard line and lose his helmet in the process.
Good run that time by Kanias Williams, just right up the gut. More to power back, trying to grind his way through there. And
they picked up 8 yards. Good gain. 8-yard gain. Be second down and 12 coming to you from the 39-yard line. Wildcats had the ball in our first possession into Fernandina territory. We fumbled the football. Fernandina drove into our territory, and we fumbled the football. And now we're going to get a false start. So all 3 penalty flags that have come out tonight have been against the Wildcats, Jackie. A holding on defense, now a holding on offense, and now a false start. So I'm tracking them tonight. That's 3 penalties in the first quarter against the Cats, none against Fernandina so far.
Now listen, if it gets too out of hand now, we'll have to put these headsets down and go down there and let them know about it.
Well, I'll let you handle that. I'll pay for the cheeseburgers.
Just got to let the officials know to even it up some.
Second down, 18. Here we go. Mays takes a snap. Going to fake the handoff to Smith. And Mays has got a hole. There he goes, 40, 45, 50. Blake Mays to the 35, 30. And Blake Mays is going to get tracked down and run out of bounds around the 15, inside the 15-yard line. And the Wildcats have a flag down on the far side of the field. We'll have to check that flag.
Now, listen, I will say, let me see what this one is before I say anything. Because if he throws something on the Wildcats from way over there.
They're bringing them back, Jack.
That's bad.
I mean, now, you're right. Mays split the middle of the field, then he ran to the left sideline. This umpire is all the way on the far sideline.
I think it's going to be a sideline warning.
It might be. It might be a sideline warning. Now, why are they all the way back here? Because Mays was inside the 15-yard line. We may wave this one off. Now the teams are approaching. I think we're going to be okay. It's gotten to the point, though, Jackie, it's almost like a punt play. Anytime you see a big play happen on the field, you have to look behind it, and there's going to be a flag down. I mean, it's gotten to that point for these Wildcats. And I'm not saying that's the official fault. I'm saying this team has got to be one of the most penalized teams in the area. First down inside the 15. Great run by Blake Mays. They almost fumble it again here, though, and Blake Mays able to hold on to it and takes the zone read inside the 10-yard line down to the 9, a gain of 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Oh, my goodness. That ball popped out of Blake Mays' hands. Luckily, right back to him.
I saw it. Came right back to him. Split 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left for the Cats. 2nd down from the 9-yard line. Need to get it to the 4 for a first down. Here you go. Handoff inside. Cam Smith. He's going to get hit right at the line. Falls forward for a yard. And you're going to have 3rd down and about 4 for the Cats. Need to get it inside the 5 to the 4-yard line for a first down. And would you say we're in 4-down territory here?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I say that. I don't know. You got Blake Mays. That's a chip shot for Blake. You got to see what you do here on 3rd down. I'd like to put some points on the board here, though.
I say they got to get outside. Got to go outside. 3rd down. 3rd down play. We send a man in motion. That's Roden. Going to go inside to Cam Smith. He's going to get hit right over there around the 6-yard line and get brought down. We went outside a little bit, but we went to the weak side of the field. I wanted to take that thing, stretch it out to the strong side, give some room for the Cats. Now you got 4th and 2. I think you have to go for it here.
I try to draw them off sides right here and at least get half of it.
4th down and 2, right at the 6-yard line. We need to get to the 4. Snap back. Wildcats fake it. Blake Mays up the middle, and he's going to get a touchdown. Blake Mays ran at 6 yards, and he goes into the end zone on the zone replay. They were keying on Cam Smith, and if they would have given it to Cam Smith, he was blown up in the backfield, but Mays wisely pulls it, and the Cats get into the end zone for the first score of the night.
Great read that time all the way down the field. Now we got a flag well after the play here.
That earlier flag was a sideline warning against Fernandina Beach. We were talking, but I wanted to let that know. So that's the first flag tonight. I'm going to mark it down against Fernandina Beach, and it was a no yardage flag, just a sideline warning. So nothing doing so far for them. Let's see what this flag's going to be. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Cats. So that's another 15-yarder against the Cats. That's our 4th penalty of the night. If I'm Fernandina Beach, I don't want to assess that on the kickoff. I assess it right now and make the extra point hard. You know? Move that thing back.
And they
Kick good for Blake Mays. I mean, an extra point's almost a chip shot for a lot of these teams. Make them go back 15 yards on the extra point, make it harder, but they don't. They say they'll assess it on the kickoff. That should give Fernandina Beach fairly good field position. So, either way, the Cats score on a 6-yard touchdown run for Blake Mays, and the Wildcats are up 7-0 with 3:53 to go first quarter. Let's send it back to the station for a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
Since 1967, Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning has had the goal to acquire customers and maintain their complete satisfaction throughout the business relationship. Located in McClenny with almost 60 years of serving the McClenny area, excellence has been their hallmark. Did you know that now Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning also carries Amana products? Amana has been known since 1934 as having some of the most reliable and dependable heating and air conditioning systems in the business. If you're struggling with who to call for your air conditioning service, give them a call. Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning, 259-6546. That's 259-6546.
welcome you back to Memorial Stadium. Blake Mays approaches the ball, gets a foot into it, kicks it over the return man all the way back to the 15, but that's not a touchback because of the fact that we had a 15-yard penalty on the play.
Gosh,
now you're probably going to get a penalty on this play as well, but the 15-yarder made us kick it off from the 25. Blake Mays had a good kickoff down there. It was taken around the 15, but they're going to call face mask against the Cats. That's the 5th penalty of the first quarter.
The sad part was it wasn't even Orlando Holland who was bringing him down. Another Wildcat had come in late on the play and just grazed his face mask. Oh, my goodness. And then the return man got up holding his face mask, telling the referee to call it, and then he throws the flag. Come on, man. 127 yards to none right now in penalties.
First down and 10 for Fernandina Beach. Denton in the shotgun, going to give the ball to Nelms. Nelms is going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage. He got ahead for a yard. That's it. Just a yard for the for the Fernandina Beach Pirates there. Hey, Jackie, going back to that Blake Mays 6-yard touchdown run, what would Larry Perkins have said?
Come on, Blake. You turned the thing all the way down here, sometimes like a hot potato, but you held on to that one from 6 yards out.
Toted. Is that a key word tonight? Toted.
Yeah.
You toted it. I like it. That's some of that Turner Cemetery language, right? Second down, 9, Fernandina from their own 30-yard line. 3:08 to go. First quarter. Cats on top 7-0. Nelm's going to get the carry, and a Wildcat's going to get him in the backfield. A Wildcat got back there to get him in the backfield, and I might have been Case Foster again, Jackie.
Yeah, I did. I saw that cowboy collar, Mike. Old school Case Foster down there looking like the mean machine.
Tell you what, he was in the backfield and got back there in a hurry. Running back was tackled about 15 yards in the backfield, but to give him forward progress would have been a loss of about 8. So third down, 17 now for Fernandina. Nice job that time by the Wildcat front. I tell you what, good play. They'll split 3 receivers to the left now. 1 man in motion. Third down. Denton straight drop. Looks to throw. Fires one down the left sideline. They had a receiver running free. Flag down in the middle of the field.
That referee just threw that flag further than the quarterback threw the football.
Looks like one of those. Remember the old Army men? You could go on top of your roof at your house and let them float. His flag looks like that. Looks like one of those guys. So that penalty was against Fernandina. We're going to decline it. So both of their penalties have gone for no yardage. One was a sideline warning. The other one's declined, and we're going to get the ball back. Holmes is going to go in there to return the punt. We've got somebody's got to check out. We do. Okay, so we get a man out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got 11. Punter on the field for Fernandina. So that drive was stopped by Case Foster again. So he got the fumble a minute ago. Now he gets the big tackle to stop this drive for the Wildcats. So good night for number 30 so far. Holmes is going to stand around midfield here. Chance to return this punt. Punter stands back at his 10. High punt. Going to be fielded. No, it's going to go out of bounds on the far sideline after it takes a Fernandina Beach roll. And it actually, Jackie, just stayed right on the sideline, never went out of bounds. And it'll be the 38-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. Another flag.
Tell you what, so far the flag count is 5 for the Wildcats and 2 for Fernandina. Let's check this one. Going to get unsportsmanlike against the Cats again. That's another 15-yarder. I don't, you know, the bad thing is here, you know, the Fernandina Beach 2 penalties haven't netted any yardage. We declined one. One was a sideline warning. The Cats now have 2 unsportsmanlikes in a row that have cost 15 yards each. Yardage-wise, we're getting killed on penalties so far, Jackie, and it's not even funny.
Yeah, and I mean, the unsportsmanlikes, listen, the holding calls, okay, I know those are subjective at times, you know, but the unsportsmanlikes, there's no sense in that whatsoever. At some point, you're not going to play for me anymore.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And here's the key, though. You're not even in the second quarter yet. We've got 6 penalties. That's our pace for 24 penalties in the ballgame. pass down the deep left sideline, and the Wildcats' Davion Dean goes up, makes the catch, signals first down. So we get the penalty yardage back, and a big play there as Mays gets it out to Davion Dean, and we find a way to get it in his hand.
Yeah, Blake Mays does exactly what you need to do when you got an athlete like Davion Dean out there. Throw it up to him. Davion climbs the ladder.
Second down play now. Mays going to sling it out here to Holmes. Holmes is going to get hit right at the line. No blocking on those edge receivers. We try to just get a slip screen to the receiver, trying to pick up a block. Fernandina had a wall there. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, we're trying to move those linemen out there to pick up a block, but unfortunately that time, nothing doing.
You're going to do that to the weak side of the field, and you just congest everything. 2nd down 10, inside handoff Cam Smith, and Cam's going to get hit right at the line. And now, after the big pass play to Davion Dean, we're going to be sitting here looking at a 3rd and 10. Is right. Josh Holmes to the left here. You're going to have Silas Roden to the right, Davion Dean over here to the left, Cam Smith. 3 receivers on this side. 3rd down. Straight drop for Mays. He's going to fire one deep down the middle of the field, and he overthrew it. He had Davion Dean wide open in the middle of the field, and Mays just overthrew it. That would have been a touchdown. We showed him a little different look there. With a little triangle 3-man over here on this side. Davion Dean split to the middle of the field, and there was nobody from Fernandina Beach within 20 yards. And Mays just reared back and chunked it, and over the head. Mays going to punt it away now. High kick, fair catch called for, and he's going to catch it at the 17-yard line, and Fernandina will have it there 1st and 10. And a flag comes down as somebody else is going to get some type of unsportsmanlike, I'm afraid, here.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now.
This guy over here for us is saying, hey, they were beating me up.
Man, let's see which way they call this one.
You're going to get personal foul after the play against the Wildcats. That's the 3rd one. That's the 3rd 15-yarder and the 7th penalty on the Cats. Yeah, this is all you need to know. 7 penalties in the first quarter. That's 28 for the game. If it goes like that, you know that's just you can't allow that. You can't, and we've done it now for weeks.
Yeah, 3. I'm telling you, 3 personal fouls. You get a personal foul, you'd sit. I'm telling you, if I ended up with 11 out there playing Ironman football, that's the way we'd do it.
Denton, the quarterback for Fernandina, in the gun. 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. Wildcats on top, 7-0. They hand the ball to Nelms, and Orlando Holland comes over and makes him pay for carrying that one, but he does pick up 2 yards out to the 32-yard line. But that 15-yarder there, Jackie, they would have had the ball back at the 17. Instead, they're all the way out across the 30, and it's undisciplined football. And we've been that way for the entire year. It'd be one thing if it was just tonight, but it's not just tonight. 2nd down, call it 8 now. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. Wildcats are going to have the lead at the end of one quarter. It's a 7-0 ball game with the Cats on top. We'll be back with the start of the second quarter and more Wildcat football after this 1-minute timeout here on WFBB.
Dual State Real Estate is a proud supporter of Wildcat football. We offer home and land sales as well as property management in Florida and Georgia. Come in for a free consultation and we'll show you how to get up to 16% more for your property. Mention this ad and we'll give you free buyer representation. Don't hesitate, call Dual State, owned and operated by Sabrina Thrift. Call us today at 904-397-0263 or check us out at dualstaterealestate.com. We'll give you service you deserve from people you can trust. And at Dual State Real Estate, we are always Wildcat proud.
We live in the small towns of North Florida, and we deserve only the finest in healthcare. We're fortunate to have that right here in McClenny at Ed Frazier Memorial Hospital. Here, we receive personalized treatment options that focus on wellness. It's reassuring to know that our doctors are just as qualified as larger hospitals, and our medical technology is the best available. Ed Frazier Memorial Hospital at Baker County Medical Services. The best part? They treat you like family.
Handoff that time goes for no gain. So the Wildcat defense here, Mike, started the second quarter, even after a big personal foul penalty, moves them from the 17 out to the 32-yard line. Fernandina's going to have a 3rd and 8 here. It's Wildcat defense. They played good all night. Another chance to get off the field. Fernandina sends a man in motion. The running back, he left early, and it's going to be another screen pass. And a great tackle that time, Mike. My goodness, I think that's Cale Cruz over there. What a great tackle that was, just one-on-one with the running back. And Cale Cruz able to bring him down and bring up a big 4th down here.
Great job there, 4th down. They're going to punt it back to us. Wildcats going to get the ball back here. So good job by the Wildcat defense. Like you said, Cale Cruz. I like the way the future sounds. You're talking about Cale Cruz and Case Foster, guys like that making those big plays for this Cat defense. And good start out here for this defense. Punter stands back at the 20-yard line. Snaps to him. The Wildcats send a bunch of guys back there. High kick going to be taken at the 35. Josh Holmes to the 40. Josh Holmes makes a man miss. He's across the 45. Josh Holmes 50. Josh Holmes takes a man straight up there down to the 45-yard line. A 21-yard return for Josh Holmes, and a nice job. And I'll give him A+ on the effort for that return. Good job, Josh Holmes. Wildcats in business.
Good return that time by Josh Holmes, something you don't see a lot of. We actually catch the punt. A lot of times we just let that thing roll. That time Josh Holmes sits under it and going to have another great starting field position.
Yeah, 2 good things there, Jackie. You catch the punt, you make positive yards with it, but you don't call fair catch. You know, high punt right there. He makes a good job. And we gave Holmes a lot of credit in the Yulee game for that same thing when the Wildcats were able to come back and win that game that night. So Josh Holmes getting it done. First down play, Cam Smith 40, Cam Smith 35. He gets face masked out of bounds. Finally going to get a flag against Fernandina. They pulled him down by his face mask here. Another flag in the backfield. He might be offsetting, which could be unfortunate.
Still no penalty yards for Fernandina.
Cam Smith was a step away from breaking that one. You're going to get holding against the Cats, and you're going to get face mask. That's what you got, Jackie. So the 3rd penalty against Fernandina, now the 8th against the Wildcats. This time, though, no yardage because you just replay first down. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. And that's the hidden yardage. So the Wildcats here, instead of getting a first down to inside the 30 and 15 yards on top of it, because we held in the backfield, nullifies about a 35-yard play. And now Blake Mays dropped the pass, but he's going to have to scramble out of there as he's going to get it down to the 40-yard line. Mays just had to scramble. He was looking downfield, looking for a receiver. Holmes was breaking toward the end zone. Might have been the guy he was looking for, but he picks up 4, 2nd down and 6.
And one of those Wildcats that got an unsportsmanlike call on him earlier just got knocked down after the play, and he's throwing his hands up going, "Hey, Red, you don't want me to retaliate. I'm getting chewed out by my coach and by the radio announcer up there, but you're letting these guys take a cheap shot at me."
2nd down, 6. Here we go. Mays fumbles the snap. Has to just fall on it. We lose the 4 yards we gained on first down back, and it'll be 3rd and 10. I said this last week, Jackie. I don't know if you heard me say it, but it's 2 steps forward and 1 step back for this football team. And it's been this way for weeks. They're going to have to figure out some way to win like this because that's just who they are. We're going to make penalties. We're going to fumble the football. 3rd down play, and Mays is going to find Josh Holmes across the middle. Pass complete. Josh Holmes gets it down inside the 20-yard line. We'll get a first down. So the Cats convert on a 3rd down play. Blake Mays dropped straight back and found Josh Holmes, and he gets all the way down to the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 25 yards.
Great pass and catch that time. Josh Holmes just coming across the middle there on a little drag route, and Blake Mays finds him in the middle of the field.
1st down and 10 from the 20. Wildcats going to run Kanias Williams to the right side, and 2nd time now his helmet pops off on a tackle, so Kanias going to have to check out of the game again. The last time he ran the football, his helmet popped off also. This time again, it'll be 2nd down and 9.
I'll tell you what, Fernandina, that defense, they are biting up front, man. Not a whole lot of room for these Wildcats. And Cam Smith, a couple times he's been able to break loose. We get called back from holding call.
And it's been outside. Wildcats right in the middle of the field now, run a man-in motion on the jet sweep action. Cam Smith gets the carry straight ahead. Cam Smith breaks it. He's inside the 10 to the 5, and Cam Smith scores. That was one of those plays, slow developing, but Cam Smith stayed with it, stayed behind the block, got free at the 10-yard line. Big touchdown run there for the Cats. That was a 19-yard touchdown run for Cam Smith. That gives the Wildcats a 13-0 lead. And now Blake Mays will try to attempt the extra point. Davion Dean will set it down. The snap is back. The set down is good. And the kick right down the middle, and it's 14-0. Jackie, what would Larry Birkin say about that touchdown?
Come on, Cam Smith.
Just
right up the middle.
Just come on. Wildcat touchdown, 14-0. Let's take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
Baker County Farm Bureau wants to wish the Baker County Wildcats much success this football season. Baker County Farm Bureau, specializing in auto insurance, homeowners insurance, along with life insurance. To get started with Farm Bureau, contact Jack Baker or Justin Webb at 259-6332. That's 259-6332.
We welcome you back here to Memorial Stadium, downtown McClenny, Florida. Mike Cruz, Jackie Baker bringing you all the action. 2022 Wildcat football right here on WFBB. We've had a couple of Larry Birkin Chevrolet touchdowns. And, Jackie, have you driven down by Birkin Chevrolet lately?
Ah, man, I do. And, my goodness, I try not to because it makes me want to just pull in there and sign some dotted lines.
High kickoff going to be returned by Fernandina out across the 20 and out across the 25 to the 30-yard line. 1st down and 10. That's where they'll start with their possession. But the Wildcats now, the second touchdown of the night, makes it a 14-0 ball game. I saw they had a used Chevrolet truck down there the other day that I was paying attention to, and nice-looking truck. Maybe Larry can just text you and tell you what he wants for it. What you want for that? 1st down and 10, Fernandina. They trail the Wildcats 14-0. Jackie, a reminder for all Wildcat fans, we're going to have our Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report coming up at the halftime break. The Wildcats homecoming night tonight along with senior night, so homecoming will be extended somewhat. John Meadows, I'll just let you know that. As we'll have, 15 or 20 girls out there, and they'll decide who the homecoming queen is. There's a pick. That pass was to the right side. The receiver didn't see it, and the pass is going to come down, and you're going to get a pick six going the other way for Derek Major. Unfortunately, 2 more penalties behind the play. And I think they're going to call this back for the block in the back.
They're going to call this.
Yeah, they're going to call it back. Now, this is after the interception, so the Wildcats are going to get the interception for Derek Major. The bad thing is we're going to get a block in the back.
For no reason.
Blindside block against the Cats. They threw 2 flags, so somebody probably did it, and that's our 9th penalty of the night. But credit Derek Major on that play, Jackie. A senior on this Wildcat football team. He saw that play coming to the receiver. The receiver never saw the pass coming. It went off the receiver's hands, and Derek Major in the right spot picked it off, took it around the corner. Would have been a touchdown for the Cats. We get an illegal blindside block, but we'll have the ball to start here. 1st down and 10, right at the 30-yard line.
There was nobody within 20 yards. What are you doing?
Yeah, Major's already in the end zone.
He's in the end zone.
Yeah.
My goodness, guys.
Major's in the end zone when the flags came out. And hey, if you really want to add yardage here, that's a 35-yard penalty.
Yeah.
And 7 points. And now you're going to get a timeout. Seriously, you need to start counting penalty yards like that because That's a 35-yard penalty. We started on their 35 instead of having the ball in the end zone. And, we had 12 players on the field, got another one, so that's 10. That's 10 penalties now against the Wildcats.
It wasn't a penalty. We called a timeout.
Would have been,
Yeah.
So 9 penalties against the Cats. If you keep, regular math like me and calculate the yardage, we've got well over 100 yards of penalties already. The only good news, we've got a 14-0 lead on the scoreboard.
I don't know how. I really don't, because I'm telling you, that's frustrating. I can only imagine the frustration of his coaches on the sidelines, because I'm about ready to turn my headset in for a coaching headset and go down there and start jacking some tail, Mike.
Me and you both, Jack. My goodness. First down and 10 now from the 35-yard line. Blake Mays in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. Wildcats up 14-0, and after the Derek Major interception, looking for more here. Going to send Silas Roden in motion. Going to hand the ball straight ahead. Cam Smith tries to make a man miss, and Fernandina, you're right, Jackie. The interior of that Fernandina defense is obviously the strength. They're in the backfield, and they throw Cam Smith for a 3-yard loss.
Yeah, Cam Smith on that last touchdown was able to find a little crease there up the middle, but other than that, we haven't had much success except for Blake Mays faking it to Cam Smith and able to find some room.
Yeah, in the middle, you've gotten them a few times on the zone read play. Blake Mays going to fire one down the field here, and in traffic, a catch made by Davion Dean down to the 27-yard line. It's not going to be enough for a first down, but that was actually a nice throw on the run for Blake Mays to get that thing in there. That ball was in all kind of traffic, and Davion Dean snags it out of the air. 10-yard gain, 3rd down and 3. 2 receivers to the right side. You've got Davion Dean and Josh Holmes on the right side of the formation. You've got Silas Roden and one of the other Wildcats over there on the left side. You almost get Fernandina off sides here. They don't quite jump. Cam Smith in the backfield. 3rd down 3. Wildcats up 14-0. Blake Mays, Cam Smith almost got called for an illegal motion there. We all kind of messed up on the play there. That one was fumbled snap. Blake Mays fumbled it. He was going to hand the ball on a jet sweep, but because of the fumble action, Blake Mays has to keep it himself, and we lose yardage. It's 4th and 5.
Yeah, and I'd be interested to talk to Coach about this. Blake having all kinds of trouble with the snap. It looks like he's trying to cradle it in his arms when he's receiving that snap.
Well, here's the thing, Jackie. The snap is coming 100 miles an hour, and it's every time. And all you got to do is lay it in there to the quarterback. All you got to do is float it back there. 4th down play, 4th and 5. We try to throw it in there again, and Fernandina is going to turn us over on downs, and we're going to turn the ball back over to Fernandina. So, penalty forces us not to get the touchdown. We get the turnover, we get the ball, and we turn it over on downs. So that touchdown, remember that, 7 points off the board. The Wildcats with 10 penalties in this football game. Fernandina Beach has not had any yards marked off against them yet. And I'm not saying that it's the referee's fault. I'm saying that's the difference in a disciplined team and an undisciplined team. You don't get the penalty on the interception. No reason was there a block in the back. Derek Major's in the end zone. It's a 21-0 game, Jackie.
Yeah,
and it's frustrating.
Yeah.
I had some folks ask me last week if I was frustrated at Jackson, and I said, yeah, I was frustrated. I was frustrated because, we're losing a game by 7 points to a team that's a really good football team. But the issue is when you beat yourself over and over and over and over again, it gets frustrating for people that are watching the game. It gets frustrating for the coaches. I'm sure it's frustrating for the players. But like you said, if guys are making those penalties at some point in time, you just have to – you're going to be on the bench.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Let's take a timeout. 6:42 to go in the half. Wildcats on top 14-0. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout on WFBB.
Hi, this is Larry Berkins of Berkins Chevrolet in McClenny. It is truly an honor to help make these Wildcat radio broadcasts possible. Berkins Chevrolet with sales and service 6 days a week. Cars, trucks, SUVs, certified used cars. We help customers establish or reestablish credit. Thank you, Wildcat fans. From Larry Berkins at Berkins Chevrolet, US 90 in the heart of McClenny.
Online at BurkinChevy.com.
And we welcome you back here to Memorial Stadium, downtown McClenny, Florida. 6:25 to go. The Wildcats just stopped on fourth down. Fernandina takes over. Second down and 2. Going to run the ball with Nelms straight ahead. Nelms dives toward the first down marker out to the 39. He's going to have it. So Fernandina turned us over on downs after we intercepted the ball a few moments ago. It'll be first down and 10 after 2 Nelms runs here. Fernandina trying to go down, get a score, and get back in this game.
Man, that was so frustrating. I was disappointed in that block in the back. I was scared that was going to happen, taking points off the scoreboard.
Wildcats jumped in the neutral zone here, no flag. Those guys on the line haven't been as quick to throw that offsides flag. Fernandina was drawn in the neutral zone earlier, and you didn't see the flag then either. First down 10. Quarterback in the shotgun, takes the snap, straight drop. He's hit as he throws. Wildcats get another interception, and it's Major again. Derek Major right on the spot, and you're going to get another block in the back, and that would have been another pick six for Derek Major. Would have been another pick six. No, they're going to say that he knocks this fumble out. Let's see what they call here. Just watch what they call here, Jackie. Yeah, absolutely. And the penalty is going to get, oh, my goodness. They're going to say that the cornerback came down behind Derek Major and forced a fumble at the 1 yard line as Major had the ball kind of hanging out. I thought he got into the end zone, but they're going to say he knocked it out before he got there. Fernandina recovered it in the end zone. That's going to be a touchback. They'll decline the penalty here, Jackie. Take the ball at the 20-yard line.
Oh, man.
So Derek Major intercepts the pass. Before he gets in the end zone, has the ball knocked out of his hands at the 1 yard line. That's what they say. They're going to say that Fernandina recovered it, and they're going to get the ball at the 20. They declined the block in the back. That would have been our 11th penalty of the night. I'll have to get Jeremy Hyde to go back and look at the replay there to see if that really was a fumble before the goal line. But, hey, the White Hat was watching it, so he had to see it from a better angle than we did. I thought he was in the end zone, Jackie. I don't know. Now you're going to get a timeout, Cat.
I can tell you this, whether it was in the end zone or not, again, secure the ball and get in there.
Yeah.
You know, make sure that nothing like that can even happen.
Coach Mays wants an explanation. And, Jackie, I'm gonna be honest with you, Jackie. That's 2 pick sixes in a row. The Wildcats would be blowing this game out 28-0. But on the play, we had another block in the back. And then we fumbled the football going in. And the White Hat is letting him know, hey, the guy hacked it out of his hands right there at the goal line. And I saw it, Jackie, when it happened. I saw it on the play. But I thought he was in the end zone.
I saw it coming. I saw when that defender was running him down, and we had the ball extended out instead of tucked in running the football.
I hope Jeremy Hite can run it back and see if he can tell if it was a fumble or not. He's checking. I like it. All you guys watching this stream and play here at home,
throw the beanbag, Coach Mays.
Throw the challenge flag.
Yeah, throw the challenge flag.
First down and 10 now. The quarterback, Denton, in the shotgun for Fernandina. Takes the snap. Going to give it off to Nelms. Nelms runs straight ahead. Nothing doing. Fernandina has gotten bailed out, Jackie. And you know who bailed him out? The Wildcats did.
No doubt.
2 block in the back on 2 straight pick sixes. And then you get a fumble at the goal line. I'm not convinced it's a fumble until Jeremy Hite tells me it was. The White Hat was right there, but I'm going to tell you, from here, it looked like he was in the end zone. Second down and 9. 14-0 Cats. 5:02 to go. Fernandina will get the ball to start the second half. They won the toss, deferred to the second half. Denton fires the ball to the right side, throws it over the head of his receiver over there and behind him, so it'll be third down.
Now, I'm going to tell you what, I probably would quit throwing towards Derek Major's way. That's 2 defensive series that he's come away with a pick 6.
And he's been in the right spot, I tell you. The second one was an overthrow. The first one, the receiver just never even saw it coming. So, but Major, Johnny on the spot, 2 interceptions tonight. Now, here's the good thing for Major. Both interceptions count. The problem is he would have had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Third down, call it 9. Denton in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Straight jump, fires one deep down the middle, and he overthrows everybody. He was under pressure, and Denton's had a little bit of happy feet since the Wildcats have gotten some pressure, and it'll be 4th down, and the Cats will get another chance with the football here.
I tell you what, I have been on that defense all year long, and tonight they show up and have played a fantastic ball game.
Yeah.
Only to have some terrible penalties called back on them.
Yeah.
Man.
11 penalties in the first half, 11 penalties. And Josh Holmes is going to stand back there, and I'm afraid Josh is going to retreat too far. He's all the way back to the 45. I think he needs to come up right to the midfield stripe. The punter stands back at his 5-yard line. I think he's giving him a little bit too much room. Come up some, Josh. Punt is going to be almost blocked, and it's going to go far sideline right at the midfield. It'll take a Fernandina roll all the way out of bounds over there at the 38-yard line. But, yeah, I think that Josh could have come up to around midfield there, maybe try to get over there and field that. But either way, we'll have the football, 1st down and 10 from our own 38, 4:30 to go, first half. Jackie, I want folks to stay with us for the Farm Bureau halftime report coming up at the half. Got a couple of important things that we want to talk about. Number one, you're going to have the homecoming court out there, so we'll let you know who the homecoming winner is for the Cats tonight at some point in time. We've got the Florida-Georgia game in Jacksonville tomorrow, Jackie. You and I will talk about that a little bit and how that significance of that game has changed over time. And then I want to just talk to Wildcat fans a little bit about a few things at halftime tonight. So we'll do that on the Farm Bureau halftime report coming up in just a few moments. Jabari Ruiz has checked into the game, and Cam Smith across the middle, 25-20. Jabari Ruiz and Cam Smith connect on a 62-yard touchdown pass on 1st down and 10. And Jabari Ruiz throws a bullet across the middle. Cam Smith over the shoulder catch, picks it up, goes into the end zone, 62-yard touchdown play. And that one was lightning fast. The Wildcats checked Jabari Ruiz in at quarterback. He threw a strike down there right into the hands of Cam Smith, and Cam Smith runs it the rest of the way for the touchdown. He got behind the defense. I like to see those passes float down. I like to see them float down in there, though, Jackie, and just kind of land in the receiver's hands. That was a bullet that Jabari Ruiz threw down there, and Cam Smith snagged it out of the air. A nice catch. Davion Dean, the snap doesn't get back to him, so he loses the snap here, and we're not going to kick the extra point as they just have to fall on it down there, and it's going to be a 20-0 game after that. So, Jackie, what would Larry Birkin say about that touchdown pass?
Come on, Jabari Ruiz. Throw it down the middle.
Throw it down the middle. Touchdown Wildcats. 20-0, Cats on top. 4:21 to go. Jackie, at Tailored Healthcare, the only thing we like more than seeing the Wildcats win on the field is seeing our patients have success with their health. At Tailored Healthcare, we offer a unique, individualized model of primary care. It's tailored to each person's needs and circumstances. We offer traditional insurance-covered care as well as direct primary care, weight loss, and hormone replacement. And they're now accepting new patients. Give us a call, 259-5929. That's 259-5929 to schedule an appointment. Tailored Healthcare. You're looking for a primary care doctor. You don't have one. You got a chance. New healthcare facility in McClenny. And Tailored Healthcare taking new patients right now. And a flag comes down here. I think you're either going to get a horse collar or a face mask on that tackle over there as the Wildcats are going to get flagged again, Jackie. You ever see the movie Outlaw Josie Wells?
Yes.
You know how the boy said, whoop them again, Josie? Well, guess what? Flagged them again, Jackie. It's going to be number 12 on the Cats here in the first half, and that's going to give
15 yards.
15 yards.
Goodness gracious.
So, Jackie, that Tailored Healthcare commercial 259-5929. I was just letting the folks know, if you don't have a primary care physician, you're thinking, hey, I need to get some blood work run, or I just need to get checked out by a doctor. You know, it's been a while since I saw a doctor. Give them a call, 259-5929. They're taking new patients at Tailored Healthcare. Wildcats, 15-yard penalty going the other way. Honestly, the Fernandina still doesn't have one. They've marked any yardage off of it.
Nah, 0 penalty yards.
Handoff here up the middle. Who texted that? Who texted that?
That's our buddy Trav.
Oh, Travis texted that?
Yeah.
Well, obviously he wasn't listening last week. That was a month ago.
Yeah.
My goodness.
More than anything, I tell you what, the first person to Venmo me $1,500, I have the results of the homecoming. You can get it before anybody else does.
20-0. Wildcats on top. Fernandina with the ball. 2nd down and 10 from the 45-yard line. Denton straight drops, got a receiver across the middle. He makes the catch at the 40. And Nelms sticks his foot in the ground and makes some Wildcats miss, and he's all the way down to the 25-yard line. Wow, that was the 24-yard line. First down. Nice pass that time.
Good pass. Wildcats sitting back in that cover 2 defense. Fernandina finds the hole right in the middle of the field.
3:15 to go.
Oh, my goodness. Come on, man.
First down here. Offsides on the play against the Cats.
We flinched earlier. Their nose guard's face mask came within inches of our center's face mask, and they didn't call a thing.
3:09 to go, first half. Now Fernandina is going to give the 5 yards back. Hey, there we go. Finally, we're going to mark some yardage against Fernandina. 13 penalties for the Wildcats, 4 now for Fernandina, and this one is the first time they've had any yardage marked off against them tonight.
5 penalty yards. I like it.
And that Jeremy Height went back, checked the play, Jackie, and they did strip the ball from Major before he got into the end zone. Thank you, Jeremy. We appreciate that. So it was justified. First down 10. They're going to run the football with Nelm straight ahead. He's not going anywhere. The Wildcats stuff him there. 2:46 to go in the first half and counting. Cats on top 20-0, but Fernandina threatening here. And I was going back and asking Jeremy Height to check that. The Wildcats would have had 2 pick-6 turnovers going the other way, both by Derek Major, but we blocked in the back on both of them. And then the second one, Major was caught and fumbled right before the goal line. I thought he might have gotten in. Jeremy went back, checked the replay. He didn't get in. It was a fumble at the 1 yard line. So the white hat was right on the spot, and he made the call.
I was joking about those homecoming results. We got Vice Principal Steve Cannon in here, our friend Steve Cannon in the booth with the most important document of the night.
2nd down 8. They're going to hand it off to Nels. No, fakes the handoff, throws the pass out in the flat, and the receiver's got it, and he's taking it to the end zone. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown for Lucas of the Pirates. And they're going to get in a 20-6 ball game here as they score before the half.
Oh, my goodness. They have ate us up with those little screen passes all night long. And we've gotten lucky. The quarterback's bailed us out on a couple of them with errant throws, and that time he hits the running back, and that's a 23-yard touchdown.
Kick on the way, the extra point, and it is good to make it a 20-7 ball game. So 20-7 the ball game now. And Fernandina Beach, remember, they will get the ball to start the second half. They won the toss and deferred to the second half, so they'll get the ball to start the second half if the Wildcats can't do anything with this possession. 1:53 on the clock. Farm Bureau halftime report coming up. Want to give a shout-out to my buddy Wildcat Tim Hughes. Want to say hello to Tim Hughes. He owns and operates American Recycling right here in McClenny. And Tim Hughes, I was talking to him earlier tonight, Jackie. He's upset that this is our last year, and he's just talking to us a little bit about the fact that, But I got to tell you, man, this is actually 27 years of Wildcat football. Broke away from the Jaguars after 26 years this year after last season. It's been a long time. I'm going to talk about that a little bit at halftime, but I want to just give a shout-out to my buddy Tim Hughes. I saw that he got down there to the Jaguar game last week, had a big time. I believe it was one of his grandchildren. So, Tim, I see that you're enjoying life, and I hope maybe the Jaguars are going to play at London this week. What you think? You think they can go to London and get a win?
Man, we're having a hard time getting them in Jacksonville. Maybe a change of venue is what we need.
You know, in the first year that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were in action back in the 70s, Jackie, they asked their coach, John McKay, back at that time. He was one of those guys that you got good quotes from, okay? And he said, well, we've proven that we can't win at home. We've proven we can't win on the road, so what we need is a neutral site. So that's what the Jaguars are hoping. They can go to London and get a win. Jabari Ruiz takes a deep drop here. He's going to fire one down the field. Cam Smith's going to catch it. Maybe a little push-off. Gets the catch at the 35-yard line, and Jabari Ruiz just threw that one up, hoping for rain. Cam Smith gets the catch.
My goodness, if we've ever needed a no call there, it was right there. Cam Smith, it was just a little nudge. I mean, just trying to create a little space there. We're going to say they were hand fighting down the field. That's what they say in college. There's a little hand fight.
Jabari Ruiz has come in the game and completed 2 passes, Jackie. He's got about 150 yards. 62 to Cam Smith and a touchdown earlier. This play was about 50 yards. Now you're going to hand it off. Kanias Williams running to the right side. And Kanias going to be bottled up for a 1-yard loss. Wildcats, a minute left in this half and clock running. Going to have to hurry. Ball set down at the 29-yard line. 2nd down, 11. Jabari Ruiz in the shotgun. Under 50 seconds to go. Ruiz going to throw it. Fires one deep left side, and it's over the head of everybody over there. He was looking for Cam Smith, his target. It'll be 3rd and 10. Jackie, with a 20-7 lead here and the ball sitting on the 29, do you try to get some yardage here and maybe kick a field goal if you can't get the first down?
Man, 45 seconds left. We're going to score a touchdown here, Mike.
Well, apparently we don't have any timeouts because we're not calling them.
I think we got one left.
Well, you got to get some yards here. 3rd down, 11. Jabari Ruiz takes the snap, looks to throw. He's got a man. Silas Roden makes the catch, and he gets out of bounds at the 21, but that's going to be short of the first down by about 3 yards. Now you got a decision to make. It's going to be 4th down and 3 from the 21-yard line. It'll be a 38-yard field goal attempt, and it looks like we're going to try it. Davion Dean going to get out there. Now, remember, on our last extra point, we had a bad snap and hold situation, so we're going to need that to work. 28 yards. This one's going to be spotted right on the 28-yard line, so it'll be a 38-yard attempt from the right hash. Snap is back. The set down is good, and the kick is on the way, and Blake Mays drills that one right down the middle. 38-yarder is good off of the big yellow school bus back there. And Blake Mays puts his foot into that one and makes a nice kick, 38 yards, and it's 23-7. Wildcats on top. And what would Larry Burkins say about that 38-yard field goal?
My goodness, come on, Blake Mays, right down the middle.
Right down the middle would have been good from about 45, no doubt about it. Wildcats will kick it back to Fernandina with only 38 seconds left to go in the half. We'll keep it right here. 23-7 ball game. 3 points kind of important because the Wildcats missed the extra point a moment ago. Fernandina gets the ball to start the second half, but it's technically still a 2-possession game, Jackie. Even though you get the 3 points there, it's a 2-possession game. But what that does is it sets you up later in the game if you have another chance to kick a field goal or go for the touchdown. That'll give you a chance to go up even further. They're going to run it out of the end zone here from the 5-yard line, and he's got room, 35-40, out to the 45 and close to midfield. And Chestnut makes the tackle for the Cats, but not before they return the ball all the way. They're going to give him midfield on the return, and Fernandina takes that one for a 45-yard return from the 5-yard line, and they'll have it with 29 seconds left, and I think they've got a timeout left. They'll have time to try to get some points before halftime.
Yes, that's Chestnut. Really with a touchdown saving tackle from all the way across the field. A lot of room there.
First down and 10 from midfield. Nelms is the back in the backfield. They're going to split 3 receivers out to the right, and the Cats are going to call timeout here. I don't know what Coach Mays didn't like there that was set up on that play.
We made a late substitution there, but we seem to be where we wanted to be. Coach Mays didn't like it, so he takes the timeout. 29 seconds left to go here in this second quarter. Wildcats lead 23-7. A lot of action here in the last couple minutes of this second quarter.
A lot of action right here in the last couple of minutes, like you said, and now 29 seconds to go here. And we're going to see if Fernandina maybe tries a Hail Mary, what they're going to try here right before the half. The other thing I forgot to mention to you, Jackie, was in the top of the first now, you got the first game of the 2022 World Series going on tonight over in Houston. The Phillies. Did you know the Phillies made the World Series?
Yeah.
Denton in the shotgun here is going to roll to his right, fire one downfield. He's got a man to catch, and they're going to get a touchdown. He caught the ball at the 10, and the Wildcats went for the interception, and they went back and got it. He's got a touchdown, and that was a 50-yard play, one play from scrimmage, and we gave up a touchdown. So we went down the field after they scored a touchdown. We got a field goal to make it 23-7, but now they've got a chance to make it 23-14 at halftime.
Oh, goodness.
Is right. Goodness is right. Yeah, you got a good. Yeah,
you don't go for 2 here?
Well, I don't think they need to. It's still a 2-possession game. It's 23-14. So they score here, make it 9. You could go for 2 to keep it that way, but that's going to make it 23-14. So it's a 9-point game. I think that they might be feeling confident about their offense, and they feel like they might be able to score. They're going to get the ball to start the second half, so they feel good about it. Jackie, you got Justin Verlander tonight going against Aaron Nola. So the Phillies have been starting with Zach Wheeler in these series. Tonight, Coach Thompson goes with Aaron Nola against these Astros bats. I tell you, the key game is tonight, Jackie. They're playing out in Houston, first 2 games tonight and tomorrow night. So if the Phillies can get 1 game out in Houston, you feel good about their chances. But if Houston goes up 2-0, they just swept the Yankees. Houston's got a great baseball team.
There's not a team out there hotter than the Phillies right now, though.
Well, maybe not. You know, the issue with the Phillies had all season long is that they were just injured. Offsides on the kick here. So this kick would have gone out of bounds. The Cats would have got the ball around the 35, but they're going to say they were out of bounds. So they stop it there, back them up 5 yards, another penalty against Fernandina. So right now it's 14 penalties against the Cats and 5 against Fernandina in the first half. Just so you know.
And that's only 10 yards.
I think 10 yards. Yeah, 10 yards they've been marked off.
And we're well over the century mark.
One penalty was 35 yards because it cost us a touchdown on a pick 6 that would have been a 35-yard return. So, yeah, you're right. Hey, John Meadows, just back at the station there, Glen Baptist Church. At the halftime break, we'll take about a 5-minute pause, and then we'll come back with the Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report. Cam Smith comes up to field the return here. He picks it up at the 30. Cam Smith getting to the far sideline. There he goes, 40. Cam Smith, 50. Cam Smith down the sideline. He's going to be a touchdown. This is going to be a touchdown. Cam Smith, no flags on the field that I've seen, and Cam Smith has returned it for a touchdown. He got to the far sideline and got down the sideline and goes into the end zone. I've seen more points in the last 2 minutes of this half than we ever expected. What do you think?
My goodness. I know Larry Perkins will say, come on. Come on, Cam Smith. Score with 16 seconds left.
My goodness. I'm glad we didn't throw the commercial there and just expected the half was going to be ran out. Cam Smith got to the sideline over there. They had one man that had kind of an angle on him. I thought he was going to get pushed out of bounds around the 30-yard line, and we were going to have one play to throw it to the end zone, but they just couldn't tackle him. And now they're going to be offsides on the extra point, and they blow it dead here. It would have been good. I guess nobody heard us in the concession stand earlier. I just needed a cheeseburger. Unfortunately here, they had a guy trying to check in late, you know, instead of it just letting the play run and the extra point being good, they blow it dead. So now you got to kick it again. It would have been good. So now, snap is back. The kick is on the way, and it looks good again. And it is. 30-14. The Cats on top now after the extra point. But we'll have to kick it to them. There's still 1.4 seconds on the clock. What would Larry Birkin say about that Cam Smith kickoff return?
Just come on. And Squibb kick this one somewhere where nobody can touch it so we can get to halftime.
We'd have to go back. I'd have to go back and think about this, but they scored their first touchdown with only 2 or 3 minutes left, and the Wildcats were able to go down, add the field goal. Then Fernandina comes right back, scores another touchdown to make it 23-14, and now we return the kickoff. Cam Smith goes 65 yards on the kickoff return, and I don't know that he got touched. Did he get touched?
He probably broke the tackle early on right here. Wasn't much, though.
No, it wasn't much. He broke the tackle, got to the sideline on the far sideline, and just took it down the sideline and scored. We're offsides here on this kickoff, but they don't call it. They're going to pick it up at the 20-yard line. He gets to the sideline, 25, 30, and out to the 40-yard line. Case Foster, among other Wildcats, over there on the tackle. And that'll do it. We finally make it to halftime. 30-14, the Wildcats on top. And now we're going to have the halftime homecoming festivities coming up in just a few moments. But when we come back, we're going to have the Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report here coming up in just a few moments. We're going to take about a 5-minute timeout. You're listening to Wildcat football on WFBB.
You're listening to Wildcat Football on 97.5 FM WFBB. This radio station is a ministry of Glen Baptist Church in Glen St. Mary, Florida. We're blessed to air Baker County Wildcat Football live each week, and it's our hope that you enjoy the program. We know that life is busy, work, school, football, running errands around, but in the midst of the busyness, we all need a church home that brings the stability upon which you can build your life. If you're looking for a church home where you can grow in Christ and community, we would love to invite you to worship with us every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. Check us out on our website at glenbaptist.org or on Facebook, where you can access church info and content and even watch worship services. At Glen, you get dynamic music, gospel-centered expository preaching, and a wonderful faith community. Come grow with us.
Since 1967, Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning has had the goal to acquire customers and maintain their complete satisfaction throughout the business relationship. Located in McClenny with almost 60 years of serving the McClenny area, excellence has been their hallmark. Did you know that now Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning also carries Amana products? Amana has been known since 1934 as having some of the most reliable and dependable heating and air conditioning systems in the business. If you're struggling with who to call for your air conditioning service, give them a call. Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning, 259-6546. That's 259-6546.
Dual State Real Estate is a proud supporter of Wildcat football. We offer home and land sales as well as property management in Florida and Georgia. Come in for a free consultation and we'll show you how to get up to 16% more for your property. Mention this ad and we'll give you free buyer representation. Don't hesitate, call Dual State, owned and operated by Sabrina Thrift. Call us today at 904-397-0263 or check us out at dualstaterealestate.com. We'll give you service you deserve from people you can trust. And at Dual State Real Estate, we are always Wildcat proud.
We live in the small towns of North Florida, and we deserve only the finest in healthcare. We're fortunate to have that right here in McClenny at Ed Frazier Memorial Hospital. Here, we receive personalized treatment options that focus on wellness. It's reassuring to know that our doctors are just as qualified as larger hospitals, and our medical technology is the best available. Ed Frazier Memorial Hospital at Baker County Medical Services. The best part? They treat you like family.
Did you know that walking just 10,000 steps a day helps keep you healthy? And it's easy. 20 minutes of grocery shopping is 1,600 steps. Daily housework is 270. Taking a half-hour walk during lunch, around 4,000 steps. You can see how this adds up. 10,000 steps will find you a healthy weight and even reduce your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and stroke. Feeling healthier starts with the first step. A message from the Florida Department of Health.
Have you ever thought about cleaning out your garage or wonder what you need to do with all those aluminum cans or scrap metal you've got laying around in the backyard? Well, look no further. You just need to load it up and head to American Recycling. Tim Hughes owns and operates American Recycling on Woodlawn Road in McClenny, Florida. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on the second and fourth Saturdays of every month from 9 a.m. to noon. Stop by and see Tim and maybe even cash in on that stuff you've got laying around. Tim and American Recycling say, go Wildcat.
The Glen Baptist Church Ladies Ministry is excited to welcome Lauren Johnson as the guest speaker for our 2023 Ladies Retreat, titled Rhythm of Grace. Our lives can get out of rhythm with all the demands placed on us, so join us to learn how to get back into a joyful rhythm with God's help. This 2-day event will be held at Glen Baptist Church, located in Glen St. Mary, and starts Friday, January 27th at 6 p.m. There will be food trucks and fellowship, followed by our opening session. This event is open to all ladies 9th grade and up. Clear your weekend, ladies, and tell your friends and family. We have been praying for big things from a big God. Registration for the weekend is only $25 and includes a voucher for free donuts to be redeemed Saturday morning, a t-shirt, and a box lunch on Saturday. So head over to our Facebook page at Glen Baptist Church and get signed up today. Registration ends January 12, 2023. We look forward to seeing you embrace God's rhythm of grace for your life at this very special ladies event.
Hi, this is Larry Birkins of Birkins Chevrolet in McClenny. It is truly an honor to help make these Wildcat radio broadcasts possible. Birkins Chevrolet with sales and service 6 days a week. Cars, trucks, SUVs, certified used cars. We help customers establish or reestablish credit. Thank you, Wildcat fans. From Larry Birkins at Birkins Chevrolet, US 90 in the heart of McClenny.
Online at BirkinsChevy.com.
Baker County Farm Bureau wants to wish the Baker County Wildcats much success this football season. Baker County Farm Bureau, specializing in auto insurance, homeowners insurance, along with life insurance. To get started with Farm Bureau, contact Jack Baker or Justin Webb at 259-6332. That's 259-6332.
And we welcome you back to Memorial Stadium here downtown McClenny, Florida. Homecoming and senior night for the Wildcats of Baker County. And right now the Wildcats are on top 30-14. Kind of wild how we got there. It was a pretty tame first half coming down toward the stretch. It was a 20-7 ball game. Fernandina got that score to make it 20-7 with about 3 minutes to go in the half. And since that time, the Wildcats got 2 touchdowns and a field goal, and Fernandina got a touchdown, and we ended up with a 30-14 halftime score with all kind of craziness at the end of that half, Jack.
Yeah, my goodness. I mean, we went on a kind of looked like similar to that Yulee game. I thought the Wildcats were going to pull away there, and this was just going to be one of those where we win and go home, and Fernandina decided to answer late, and then a scoring flurry there in the last 4 minutes.
For sure. We welcome you back here. We've got the homecoming festivities happening, and Jack, I'll let you kind of keep an eye on who might be the homecoming queen in a few minutes. We can let folks know that. But Wildcats a good half from Cam Smith. Jabari Ruiz came in through a touchdown pass there. And the Wildcats kind of extended that lead and then got a 38-yard field goal from Blake Mays to make it a 23-7 game. Then Cam Smith returned that kickoff after that. After Fernandina scored, returned the kickoff back for a touchdown there to kind of close the half out. So it makes it a 30-14 ball game. 30-14, Cats on top. Fernandina will get the ball to start the second half. And after that, we'll see if the Wildcats can stuff them and see if we can just kind of run through this second half and get out of here, Jackie, because guess what? The World Series is on. I welcome you back to our Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report. And Phillies got nothing in the top of the first, and Aaron Nola struck out the first two Astros and walked the guy. So I'll give you an update after that. Then he got Bregman to pop out the third to end the inning. So the Phillies and the Astros, after one inning of play, no score, Jackie, of the 2022 World Series. And, Jackie, some football to talk about tomorrow. Let's talk about some college football, Jackie. I got a couple of games I just want to throw your way, and then we'll talk about this Florida-Georgia game. And Jackie, Tennessee came out of nowhere this year. Hooker, their quarterback, and they've got some players, and still susceptible on defense. They gave up almost 50 points and could have lost the game to Alabama. Alabama missed their field goal. Tennessee got theirs. They win against Alabama. Now they host Kentucky tomorrow. A lot of folks saying maybe a letdown after the Alabama win. Kentucky, Tennessee's favored by 12.5. What do you think?
You know, they're scoring a lot of points, and Tennessee's in a tough spot. You just had a very emotional, draining game against Alabama. Well, guess what? You got another one coming up next week with the #1 Georgia Bulldogs coming to town. So you're sandwiched in between two humongous games. So you got to watch Kentucky. Kentucky, a good team up there. Mark Stewart's doing a good job with those guys. Not a team to be taken lightly, Mike. And so you got to hope that Tennessee hasn't put the blinders on to those guys and gets the job done.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I like Tennessee to cover the 12.5. I think Tennessee, if you watch them play, they're kind of focused. They look like they've got something to prove. Yeah, and they play that way, and so I expect Tennessee's going to come out and look good tomorrow. That's a game to watch, though. Last week, Jackie, the way that I approached this was, if I was at home watching college football, these are the games I would watch. So I'm kind of looking at it from that way again. Tomorrow, early on, I would say Tennessee-Kentucky game is kind of the game I would watch early on. You've got Georgia Tech and FSU also on. Notre Dame-Syracuse game to watch. Syracuse last week lost a game to Clemson, but I told you, watch out for Syracuse. They kept that game close. They actually led that game toward the end of the ball game against Clemson. Clemson had to score late to win it, but couldn't quite do it. Watch that Syracuse-Notre Dame game tomorrow early on. That'd be a good one to watch. Middle part of the day, you're talking about the 3:30 time frame. You got Florida, Georgia in that time frame. Oklahoma State, Kansas State's at that same time. I guess that Tennessee-Kentucky game I was talking about is actually 7 o'clock tomorrow night. So if I'm going early on, I'm going to go Ohio State, Penn State. What do you think? Ohio State goes out to Beaver Stadium, 15.5 point spread. Can Penn State keep it within the point spread at least?
I don't think so. Penn State's reeling a little bit, and Ohio State still scoring a lot of points, man. Ohio State, I think, gets it done.
Ohio State probably going to get it done, and I don't know. I don't know. I'd say 15.5 point spread, probably Ohio State will get it done. Penn State at home, but it's a 12 o'clock kickoff, so most of these home stadiums get kind of nullified with that 12 o'clock kickoff. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
3:30 tomorrow in Jacksonville, Jackie. Florida's got all kind of problems. We saw a couple weeks ago they play an LSU team. LSU turns out that they're, a lot better team than you saw in the first game this year. They lost to FSU the very first game this year. But, last week they knocked off Ole Miss, an undefeated team, after they beat Florida 2 weeks before that. I mean, Florida scored 35 points on them. LSU blows Ole Miss out. So you want to say that maybe the way Florida's losing, maybe they're better than we think they are. We got to win against Utah to start the season out. Since then, it's been ugly. I got to say, Florida's defense is what scares me tomorrow. Georgia probably is going to be able to score at will against the Gators. I feel like Florida's probably going to get some points against the Georgia defense, but it's probably only going to be because we're going to get the ball so many times. I feel like Georgia's going to score, kind of the same thing you saw against Tennessee. Tennessee scored so many times, Florida got more and more opportunities. They kept it close. They almost come back at the end, but in the end, Georgia's going to win big tomorrow. I'm just going to say there's really going to be no drama. The real drama comes with all this talk now that just continues to resurface when they get this contract going about Jacksonville and whether we can keep this game. I got to tell you, Jackie, I think the future of this Florida-Georgia game is going to be that I think the future of this Florida-Georgia game is going to end up being taken out of Jacksonville in some form or fashion. That's what they're talking about. And what happens is you end up with this situation where one team kind of controls the series for a while, right? Like Spurrier comes in, Florida wins basically every game for 20 years. Now Kirby Smart comes in, Georgia's winning every season. Florida won a couple of years ago. But, I mean, I think that's what's going to happen. It draws the luster out of this game a little bit, and I think they're going to end up moving this game out of Jacksonville, if you ask me. What do you think? And I think Georgia wins big tomorrow.
I mean, I think you're right. I don't know that Florida has anything for that Georgia defense. I mean, offensively, the only blessing, I guess you could say, for these Gators is Georgia's offense is not as prolific as it has been in the past, but this Florida defense is abysmal, to say the least. So, the biggest spread in Georgia history in this game, 22.5 points last time I looked.
Yeah. My
goodness. I mean, they could definitely cover that, or you could go down as one in history, and be closer than we think. All I can do is cheer on the mighty Gators and hope we get out of there.
Well, it's kind of like I told a guy today. I was looking for the Astros to kind of win this World Series because the Phillies are kind of a team of destiny. The way they've gotten things done, but the Astros are really good. So I kind of looked for them to win, but they said, hey, they're hot. They're hot right now. We'll see. I don't know, Jackie. We'll see what happens. I think Georgia's just better than Florida, if you want to get down to it.
Oh, yeah.
I think a long time ago that existed when teams were a little bit closer matched on the field, and you might get an upset here and there. But anything can happen. Lightning can strike. But I would say that Georgia's far and away the better team tomorrow, probably going to get a big win against Florida. I'm worried about what's going to happen after that because last year, what you saw with the Florida football team is down toward the stretch, they just kind of quit. They folded up. You end up with a few meaningless games, and then you go and play a bowl game that doesn't matter against UCF, and really they just kind of quit down the stretch. This year, I want to see if they've got some character to keep that team together and not do that, because you still have some important games down the stretch, and you can still end with a winning record, maybe 7, maybe 8 wins. And, I hate to see them fold after that. You got South Carolina still coming up. You still have Vanderbilt. You still have FSU. Those are games that you want to win, and they can win those games. Tomorrow, I just don't think they can.
But you got to play lights out, man. It's all going to rely on the back of Anthony Richardson and what he can do. And is he going to be the Anthony Richardson we saw against Utah or even against Tennessee? He played well. Or is it going to be the Anthony Richardson we've seen against Kentucky, And if that Anthony Richardson shows up, you might as well pack your bags and not show up.
That's
because,
right.
Man, it's going to get ugly with a quickness.
Jackie, give us an update on the homecoming queen here.
Oh, my goodness. Congratulations to all these ladies. I know in 4 years this is the moment they've all been waiting for. You had our second runner-up, Gracie Jewell.
All right.
First runner-up, McKenna Payne. And the homecoming queen this year, Jayla Reed. So congratulations to all those ladies. What a great accomplishment that is, something they'll be able to talk about for years and years to come.
There you go. Jayla Reed, your 2022 homecoming queen. She's down at midfield right now getting her picture taken with last year's homecoming queen.
You remember your homecoming queen, Mike?
I have no idea.
No? My goodness, it wasn't that long ago. Come on, man.
I'll be honest, man. That was 1991, and I know all the people I went to school with, but I can't even begin to tell you who won homecoming queen that year. I have no idea. Somebody probably text me and let me know, but I honestly don't know. Jackie, I have to get my yearbook.
Yeah. The graduating class of 1991. Who was your homecoming queen? Send it to us.
I have no idea. I'm thinking about it right now that you asked me, and I honestly have no idea. And whoever it is probably mad at me right now.
There's no doubt about it. You are not getting invited to the, I guess what are you working on here? Your 30th class reunion?
Oh, no, we're not
40th.
We don't even worry about those things anymore. 30-14, the Wildcats on top here. We're at the Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report. Jackie, the other thing I was gonna ask you was, the Jaguars go to London on Sunday. Does that neutral site pay off, like I was telling you earlier? Okay.
Again, he may be on to something here because, listen, the Jaguars, if there's ever a team, you want to talk about Anthony Richardson's ups and downs, what about the Jaguars? My goodness, you go out and you look like Super Bowl contenders at times, and then you just look like you're a brand-new franchise. My goodness, those guys just can't seem to get it together, and even the games you thought, hey, man, these are about to be blowouts. They've just given up huge leads late in the game.
Yeah, it's truly crazy, but this is the thing, I hear all the different Jaguar fans talking and stuff. There's really a college mentality in this town, I mean, the NFL is a different story. The NFL is a different story, and things don't go the way they do in college, right? I mean, a team that's undefeated is not going to stay undefeated in the NFL because the teams are too good. They're too evenly matched. I mean, you haven't. That's why you went so long with a team like the 72 Dolphins being undefeated and winning the Super Bowl as an undefeated team, because it just doesn't happen very often. That's why they went so long with an undefeated team. Even Tom Brady's best year, they went 15-1. Right? So I mean, you just don't go undefeated in the NFL. The NFL is a different breed. So you got to get the college mentality out of here. What you got to know is any team that shows up on any given Sunday in the NFL can beat you. The Jaguars, though, if you hear, the talk around town, they're always taking it as though this opponent's a lesser opponent. We can win this game. That's not the way it is in the NFL. You have to come to play every single game, and like you say, they're up and down. So until they can get some consistent performance, until they get that consistent performance on a regular basis, they're just not going to win. And right now they're not getting it. But hey, remember this, Doug Peterson's in his first year. Trevor Lawrence is in his second year. ETN, this is the first time that Travis Etienne's been on the field. They trade James Robinson this week. That was kind of a wild out of the blue thing that happened. But they've got some other guys. Kirk came in this year as a receiver, so they're adding some elements to the team. It might just take a little time.
It is. It's going to take some time. I think the only thing Peterson's really frustrated me with is we've gashed teams in the run a lot this season. And he just refuses. We talked about this before, these coaches, sometimes they get their mind made up of the scheme they want to run and what they want to do. Sometimes you may not have those guys, and you got to adjust a little bit. Doug Peterson's one of those guys. He wants to throw the ball 2-1 and to Russian. And sometimes, man, when you're gashing them, rely on ETN, rely on James Robinson. I mean, you can't rely on him any longer or you'll be in trouble. But
now that part I totally agree with you, Jackie. If you get in the running game, look at this. We're going to kick it down the middle, and Orlando Holland's going to run down there, and he's the first guy there. And the Wildcats are going to get the kickoff, and we recovered it. Now the thing that we can't do is advance it, so Orlando Holland's going to get the Wildcats the football there. And I'm going to tell you where we got a break at. Orlando Holland was about 3 yards offside.
Hey, well, I mean, he was a yard and a half, but
maybe a yard and a half. You saw it, right?
He was offside.
I was waiting on the flag to come out, but Orlando Holland, the first guy down there, the ball hits the ground, and he covers it for the Wildcats. So we scored it in the half to make it 30-14 on the Cam Smith kickoff return. We got a chance with the ball here to start the second half.
And what a bounce. I mean, that ball bounced right up into Orlando Holland's hands.
First down Wildcats from the 30th. Fernandina going to hand it off. No. Blake Mays is going to run it around the left end. A zone read to Cam Smith, and Mays is going to go all the way inside the 10. Looks like a karate chop takes him down over there at the 7-yard line. And Blake Mays wants one of those plays to turn into a touchdown so bad, but he gets knocked out of the 6-yard line. It'll be first and goal.
Good read that time by Blake Mays. Takes Cam Smith, and that's been working quite a bit. for this Wildcat offense.
These Wildcat fans that just show up for the homecoming are out the door here.
I was just about to say it. Now you see all the true Wildcat fans leaving the stadium.
I mean, homecoming happens, and these guys are just filing out.
Yeah, that's great.
Like there's not even a football game going on. Second down and goal now. Blake Mays, we went up the middle that last play. And now we're at the 3-yard line. Going to give it to Cam Smith, and he's going to fight his way inside the 5, and they're going to say, it looked like he marked him down. They're going to call it a touchback here. Are they saying he fumbled the football? And Fernandina's got it.
He blew the whistle before the ball was ever recovered. I'm not sure exactly. And now,
and a flag.
What?
Looked like they called Cam Smith fumbling the football going in. They're going to say Fernandina recovered it in the end zone and get a touchback. And now you're going to get an unsportsmanlike conduct against maybe Fernandina. I'm not sure. We'll see. So, it was against Baker County. Sorry. So they're gonna get the ball at the 20 plus 15, and we've gotten our first 15-yarder of the second half and our 5, 10, 15th penalty of the game.
My goodness.
But that was close to being a Wildcat touchdown. It wasn't an onside kick to start the second half, but what Blake Mays did was he kind of pooched it down there. It landed. Orlando Holland was the first guy there to recover it, so we got the kickoff on the second half because we were the first guy to grab it. We go down here. Cam Smith's about to go in the end zone. They call it a fumble on the field. Fernandina recovers in the end zone, and then we get an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty that moves them out to the 35-yard line. Can the penalties get any worse? Or the turnover.
Or the turnovers. My goodness.
They're going to run an end-around jet sweep here with the receiver Duncan, and he's going to go out of bounds across the far sideline, but not before he gets across midfield. And Fernandina trying to pull out some tricks here and see if they can get back in this ball game. First down carry. It'll be 1st and 10 for Fernandina. The penalties and the turnovers.
That's two. I mean, that's two. That's really 3 touchdowns negated.
Yeah.
On penalties or turnovers in the end zone.
First down play now. They're going to run the same play. Little end around, going to the far sideline. This time number 5, last time number 9. This time he's going to pick up 6 yards and another. I thought a fan's got a yellow hanky over there, and I thought they threw another flag.
That's usually about as high as they throw it, too. You want to know who's got the most passing yards in the game tonight? That's the official. Because on that side, when he throws that flag, that's at least 40 yards to throw.
Now Fernandina officially into Wildcat territory with that carry. 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 4. 30-14 game here on homecoming and senior night. Wildcats in control, but Fernandina able to hang around with that last turnover. And they've got a quarterback in the shotgun here, Denton, getting ready for the play. Now shifts 2 men in the backfield. 2nd down, straight drop. Wildcats coming with the pressure. They had the slip screen set up over here, but it's incomplete. He overthrows it. So you saw the Wildcat jailbreak up front. You knew the screen was coming. We had one guy out here. Don't know if he would have contained it or not, but either way, it's 3rd and 4.
Hey, man, I like my guy, Seth Chestnut, out there. It's just a sophomore. I'm going to take him every time in that one-on-one tackle drill, Coach.
Yeah. 3rd down.
Because they'll see him or nothing else right there.
3rd down play coming up here. Straight drop for the quarterback, and he's got a receiver wide open across the middle, and he's going to get down the field, and he's going to get a flag down behind the play here, but he's going to be inside the 10-yard line.
What is that flag?
I don't know. It's got to be against them, I would think, but I don't know. Maybe we
may call targeting on us. I was going to pick it up, the Fernandina guy. You can't call these on us. Let me pick that up for you.
I think it's going to be some type of block in the back against them, but the first down is going to count. You're going to get holding. The first, it was way past the first down, so you're going to mark it back to the 27-yard line. And they'll have it 1st and 10 from there. So good pass and catch gets them a first down for the Wildcat 27. 30-14 game right now. And they'll put it in play right there.
That time, Denton, he just let that one rip. I'm talking about as soon as it hit his hands, he wasn't taking much of a drop step there before he let that one go and threw it to a spot, wasn't throwing it to a receiver, and knew his man was supposed to be there. And number 1 ran underneath it.
Straight drop for Denton here. He's going to fire it out of bounds. Every now and then, it just looks like he's got a little bit of happy feet.
Every time, I tell you, he is not going to hang on to that football very long, Mike. That one he threw to number 1. Number 1 was out here at the hash mark when he threw it over the middle of the field. But it worked.
At the bottom of the second deck, you'll be happy to know that Aaron Nola's got himself in a little bit of trouble. He gave up a home run to Justin Tucker, 1-0 Astros, and they've got runners on the corners.
I'll cheer for the Phillies just for you, man.
Will you? I appreciate that. But we don't need bandwagon folks.
All right. Well, in that case, go Astros.
I was just joking. I'm joking.
Cheat your way to the top, baby.
It's fun. It's fun. I was just kidding. I'll take all the fans. You come over and watch it tomorrow night with me. Why don't you do that? Pass across the middle here. Almost intercepted by the Wildcat. Almost intercepted, not quite, though.
Oh, that was Davion Dean, and if he makes that interception right there, he may take that one to the house, Mike, because there was nothing between him and the end zone. Good play that time by Davion Dean. We'll bring up a 3rd and 10.
3rd down 10 for Fernandina, 9:26 to go in the 3rd quarter. Hoping this game kind of rolls along here in the second half so we can get home and watch some World Series. A flag comes in here late in this play. What do you think that flag was?
Yeah, they're going to call pass interference here, but I'd be curious to know in high school football, it's on the line of scrimmage. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Don't you allow contact?
And where's that? And is that pass even catchable? $9:19 to go. 30-14. Fernandina Beach trailing the Wildcats here on homecoming night, senior night. Had the homecoming queen crowned a moment ago at halftime. Exciting night for Miss Reed, your 2022 homecoming queen. And Jackie, I still don't know who that was when I went to school.
You know, kind of with the school year, it always becomes a little confusing since you roll into a new year.
Yeah.
So, in your case, is she the 1990 homecoming queen, or is she the 1991 homecoming queen?
Be 90. Well, I don't know.
I mean,
why are you asking me crazy questions?
Inquiring minds need to know these things.
Why are you asking me crazy questions? I don't know. That's a good question, though. I want to say that. I want to say it goes with the year of the graduation.
Okay.
That'd be 91. But it's a really good question.
We'll have to get Jeremy Height involved in this conversation.
Or we can just end it. Let's just end the conversation. Because it doesn't matter. 30-14 Wildcats with the lead here close to the goal line, though. 3rd down play coming up for Fernandina. They're truly in 4-down territory because they're trying to get back in this ball game. A touchdown, feel like they can kind of get back into it. Now, they're going to throw a little halfback pass here back to the quarterback, Denton, and he's got to go back to catch it. And unfortunately, because of that, he falls down, and he's down right there. And now it'll be 4th down. They actually lost yardage on the play. It was a smart play call, but the pass wasn't thrown far enough out there for Denton to go get it. And he has to come back, and when he does that, it's going to be down right there. It'll be 4th down. They're going to try a field goal.
Haven't seen that tonight.
Well, it's going to make it a 30-17 game if they make it. So they're still going to be down 2 possessions. Right now they're down 2 possessions. Field goal doesn't change that. I don't know why you kick it. I say you got to go for it here. He's going to drill it from out there. Kick was set down at the 19-yard line, 29-yarder. Call it 30 yards. Give him a little credit. It's good, and it's 30-17. Hey, let's take a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Wildcat football. 7:48 to go, third quarter. Wildcats on top, 30-17. We'll be back.
Hi, this is Larry Birkins of Birkins Chevrolet in McClenny. It is truly an honor to help make these Wildcat radio broadcasts possible. Birkins Chevrolet with sales and service 6 days a week. Cars, trucks, SUVs, certified used cars. We help customers establish or reestablish credit. Thank you, Wildcat fans. From Larry Birkins at Birkins Chevrolet, US 90 in the heart of McClenny.
Online at BirkinsChevy.com.
Since 1967, Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning has had the goal to acquire customers and maintain their complete satisfaction throughout the business relationship. Located in McClenny with almost 60 years of serving the McClenny area, excellence has been their hallmark. Did you know that now Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning also carries Amana products? Amana has been known since 1934 as having some of the most reliable and dependable heating and air conditioning systems in the business. If you're struggling with who to call for your air conditioning service, give them a call. Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning, 259-6546. That's 259-6546.
And we welcome you back here to Memorial Stadium, downtown McClenny, Florida. I'll tell you, you and Tim are just cracking the stadium up here. I tell you.
We're here every Friday night, folks.
Yeah, you and Tim, just comedians for the night. I tell you, the kicker went that time, and he just lined it up, and Jackie, it looked like he did it on purpose almost. He's been kicking it out of bounds a lot tonight on the kickoff. This time he kicked it into the stands. And if you know anything about where the stands are here, I mean, we don't have a track around the field, so it's not that far, but it was pretty obvious. Cam Smith's going to come up and take it from the 25. Cam Smith's going to get it out to the 30. Cam Smith finds a hole midfield. And Cam Smith, a good return, and a flag comes down, of course, behind the play.
Gosh, this guy.
I can't believe it. Every time. This will be like 21, I think, flags. I lost track.
I mean, it really.
I'm writing them down, and I lost track.
It becomes comical at some point.
I'm not even kidding, though, Jackie. I'm writing them down, and I lost track. Oh, it's against Fernandina.
Right.
Oh, he said receiving.
He said receiving team.
He said receiving team, but he threw it against Fernandina, so we're marking it the other way.
We're going to confuse everybody. He doesn't know what's going on either. So
let me write this down, though. That's going to be the sixth penalty against Fernandina, but the first 15-yarder. Tell you that.
After that good return by Cam Smith, an additional 15 there. Going to set this Wildcat offense up nicely.
All right, first down and 10 for the Cats. Good return for Cam Smith, like you said. Blake May is going to take the first down play, and he's going to keep it himself. And Blake Mays is going to get a touchdown this time. 20, 15, 10, and Blake Mays takes it to the end zone. He finally broke it and didn't get run down from behind. Blake Mays with the score. And he went in from, 34 yards out on the zone read play on first down. And Blake Mays, quick strike for the Cats. And we answer their field goal to make it a 36-17 ball game now. How you like that? Do you like that?
Oh, absolutely. Come on, Blake Mays. Finally got around that edge.
He got the edge and he got the touchdown. Blake Mays ran away from everybody, 34 yards out, and he adds the extra point to give himself another point, and it makes it 37-17. And the Wildcats score, and Larry Birkin says, just come on, Wildcats. 20-point lead here. The good news is The bad news is the Wildcats have been heavily penalized and turned the ball over several times. The good news is we've scored a lot of points.
Yeah, I mean, this should be blowout city right now. Had we not just destroyed ourselves in penalties and turnovers at the most costly times of the game.
Yeah, for sure. 37-17 ball game. Wildcats now going to kick it back to Fernandina Beach. I will say this, after it started out kind of sloppy and both teams had the ball like one time in the first quarter, it's been entertaining since then. A lot of touchdowns. Blake Mays kicks it deep, comes down at the 10-yard line. Return man comes back to the 15, comes out to the 20, going to get hit hard right there at the 22-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. From the 23, they'll go 1st and 10, trailing the Cats 37-17, a 3-touchdown lead for the Cats. What's it got to be for the running clock?
35.
So we got a long way for that.
We'd be into the running clock, game over again had we not had some costly penalties. I mean, we've had 21 points taken off the scoreboard by our own admission.
Fernandina going to run the football on 1st down here. Nelms goes straight up the middle. Jack, you want to remind Wildcat fans we'll be on the road next week for the final game of the season for these Cats. We go down to Wesley Chapel. Football game next Friday night. Just a little north of Tampa, Florida. So another road trip. We made one trip earlier this year to Vieira. Unfortunately, this trip going down 75, there's not a Buc-ee's that way. Quarterback's going to sling one down the field. It's going to be incomplete. At least when we went down to Vieira on 95, there was a Buc-ee's, Jackie, but this time no Buc-ee's, so maybe we'll find a Love truck stop. We
can always take the scenic route. We can go to Buc-ee's in Daytona and then shoot I-4 over.
Now that's a way scenic route.
Saying you don't enjoy my company?
No, I do, but that's a long way out of the way. I can enjoy your company taking a good route, saving gas, Gonna 3rd down play now. Straight drop for Denton. He fires one down the field, and nobody home again. It'll be 4th down. They're going to have to punt this one away. I was trying to think. It's Sun Lake. Sun Lake is the name of the high school. It's somewhere down around Wesley Chapel, but Sun Lake is the name of the high school where we're going next week. That's in Land O'Lakes, Florida, if you can think about that. So you think about that, it's just a little bit north of the Tampa area, if you want to look at it on the map. But that game will be the last one of the year.
Is that where they make the butter?
As far as the regular season goes. What's that?
Is that where they make
you
the
think
butter?
of Land O'Lakes. They make that, they've got some sandwich meat that's out there too, Land O'Lakes, yeah. You're exactly right. Ooh, almost a block here. We're going to get a return set up here. Josh Holmes is going to field it at the 40-yard line. He's back upfield to midfield. Josh Holmes breaks free of some tackles and now fumbles the football. He got hit from behind, fumbled the football. The Wildcats are going to jump on it and cover it there. Number 12 for the Cats with the fumble recovery, and that's Trenton Armstrong. Johnny on the spot to make the fumble recovery, and we'll have the ball 1st down and 10 at the Fernandina 40-something.
Another good return that time by Josh Holmes. Doing a great job back there tonight.
Yeah.
Fielding those punts, getting upfield. That time a little mishap with the fumble, but we get it back.
We'll have it from the 48-yard line. Let's take a timeout with them on the field. We got a water timeout here. 6:17 to go in the 3rd quarter. The Cats on top, 37-17. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, John. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
Dual State Real Estate is a proud supporter of Wildcat Football. We offer home and land sales as well as property management in Florida and Georgia. Come in for a free consultation, and we'll show you how to get up to 16% more for your property. Mention this ad, and we'll give you free buyer representation. Don't hesitate. Call Dual State, owned and operated by Sabrina Thrift. Call us today at 904-397-0263 or check us out at dualstaterealestate.com. We'll give you service you deserve from people you can trust. And at Dual State Real Estate, we are always Wildcat proud.
The Glen Baptist Church Ladies Ministry is excited to welcome Lauren Johnson as the guest speaker for our 2023 Ladies Retreat, titled Rhythm of Grace. Our lives can get out of rhythm with all the demands placed on us. So join us to learn how to get back into a joyful rhythm with God's help. This 2-day event will be held at Glen Baptist Church, located in Glen St. Mary, and starts Friday, January 27th at 6 p.m. There will be food trucks and fellowship, followed by our opening session. This event is open to all ladies 9th grade and up. Clear your weekend, ladies, and tell your friends and family. We have been praying for big things from a big God. Registration for the weekend is only $25 and includes a voucher for free donuts to be redeemed Saturday morning, a t-shirt, and a box lunch on Saturday. So head over to our Facebook page at Glen Baptist Church and get signed up today. Registration ends January 12, 2023. We look forward to seeing you embrace God's rhythm of grace for your life at this very special ladies event.
We live in the small towns of North Florida, and we deserve only the finest in healthcare. We're fortunate to have that right here in McClenny at Ed Frazier Memorial Hospital. Here, we receive personalized treatment options that focus on wellness. It's reassuring to know that our doctors are just as qualified as larger hospitals, and our medical technology is the best available. Ed Frazier Memorial Hospital at Baker County Medical Services. The best part? They treat you like family.
Since 1967, Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning has had the goal to acquire customers and maintain their complete satisfaction throughout the business relationship. Located in McClenny with almost 60 years of serving the McClenny area, excellence has been their hallmark. Did you know that now Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning also carries Amana products? Amana has been known since 1934 as having some of the most reliable and dependable heating and air conditioning systems in the business. If you're struggling with who to call for your air conditioning service, give them a call. Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning, 259-6546. That's 259-6546.
Most of us like to be out in the sun. That's why sunscreen and other safety measures are key to protecting your skin from aging and cancer. The FDA recommends using a sunscreen with an SPF of 15 or higher. Also, look for broad spectrum on the label. That means both harmful ultraviolet A and B rays are blocked. Remember, SPF plus broad spectrum equal healthy fun in the sun. Visit www.fda.gov/sunscreen for more information. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Have you ever thought about cleaning out your garage or wonder what you need to do with all those aluminum cans or scrap metal you've got laying around in the backyard? Well, look no further. You just need to load it up and head to American Recycling. Tim Hughes owns and operates American Recycling on Woodlawn Road in McClenny, Florida. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on the second and fourth Saturdays of every month from 9 a.m. to noon. Stop by and see Tim and maybe even cash in on that stuff you've got laying around. Tim and American Recycling say, go Wildcat.
And we welcome you back here to Memorial Stadium, downtown McClenny, Florida. 5:39 to go in the third quarter. Yes, we're still in the third quarter. 37-17, Cats on top. Had a kind of a lengthy delay there after that kickoff return. We wanted to check on Wildcat player there, injured on the play, so we'll check on that and let you know how that goes. But first down play here, and the Wildcats going to run Kanias Williams around the right end, and he would have had a first down, but we're going to get one of those flags coming from behind the play, and I bet you that's a holding against the Cats, Jack.
Hey, now, we had positive yards. They're going to call holding. The funniest thing I've seen, though, is I saw one of our offensive guards getting on a defensive tackle over here for Fernandina, and that tackle was running away from the guard all the way over here to the referee. I don't know what he was going to tell him, but he was getting the heck out of Dodge.
Getting the heck out of Dodge, is that what you say? Bottom of the third, and Houston, and man, Philly's going to need to get some runs in that game. 37-17 ball game. 4:55 to go the third quarter. Blake Mays fires it to the right side. Cam Smith makes the catch and goes out of bounds. Out of bounds right here at the 30-yard line. It'll be first down for the Cats.
That's going to give Cam Smith close to 100 yards receiving tonight after that long touchdown from Javari Ruiz. And now Blake Mays fires a strike to Cam Smith. Cam doing a little bit of everything.
Second down play coming up. Second down and 3 from the 30-yard line. Blake Mays takes the snap. Takes the jet sweep going the other way, and Mays going to slide down around the 23-yard line. 24-yard line. Be first down and 10 for the Cats from there.
And you got Tavion Dean going to come in here at quarterback. Move Blake out to receiver.
Davion Dean takes the snap, runs straight up the middle, and he's kind of a little zone read play there. It'll be first down for the Cats. What do you think? First down, Cats. Going to get a first down inside the 5?
Yeah, looks like you're going to be about the 12-yard line here, so opportunity for a first down inside the 5.
This game got a little boring, and I was trying to deal with some things on text, Jackie, so I apologize for that. As Silas Roden comes along on the jet sweep and almost gets into the end zone. Can't quite get there. I was trying to. It's hard trying to deal with your son when he's not at the game, and you're trying to deal with him on the thing, and those things are just aggravating. Going to hand it off Cam Smith, and Cam Smith fights his way. And this guy on this side won't signal touchdown, but the guy coming from a mile away over there says touchdown. Either way, Cam Smith's in. That'll give the Wildcats a bigger lead here. It's going to be 43-17.
Cam Smith punching it in there from about a yard out after a good little series there by that Wildcat offense. Looked a little crisp and clean that time, Mike. Something we haven't seen a lot of this tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Blake Mays out there to attempt the extra point. The extra point would make it a 44-17 game, but they block it, and it's going to be 43-17. Wildcats on top. 2:50 to go in the third quarter. Kind of grinding away up here in the booth. Let's send it back to the station. John, let's take a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
Baker County Farm Bureau wants to wish the Baker County Wildcats much success this football season. Baker County Farm Bureau, specializing in auto insurance, homeowners insurance, along with life insurance. To get started with Farm Bureau, contact Jack Baker or Justin Webb at 259-6332. That's 259-6332.
Hi, this is Larry Birkins of Birkins Chevrolet in McClenny. It is truly an honor to help make these Wildcat radio broadcasts possible. Birkins Chevrolet with sales and service 6 days a week. Cars, trucks, SUVs, certified used cars. We help customers establish or reestablish credit. Thank you, Wildcat fans. From Larry Birkins at Birkins Chevrolet, US 90 in the heart of McClenny.
Online at BirkinsChevy.com.
And we welcome you back here to Memorial Stadium, downtown McClenny, Florida. Side of tonight's matchup between the Baker County Wildcats and the visiting Fernandina Beach Pirates. Wildcats on top right now, 43-17. We're getting into kind of just laughing time here toward the end as the Wildcats have a big lead in this game. It's been exciting, but there's just been so much back and forth. A homecoming night here on Memorial Stadium along with senior night, so congratulations to Miss Reed, who won the 2022 Homecoming Queen for the Wildcats. And that was an exciting night for her, I know. First down and 10. Now quarterback is Denton. He's in the shotgun. Takes a straight drop. Finds the receiver underneath, and a tackle is going to be made right away by the Cat defense, and that'll be a second down and 10.
Great play that time by Makai Mosley. From that cornerback spot, we finally cover that screen well as a host of Wildcats were there. Makai brings him down immediately.
Second down 10 coming up for Fernandina. We need this clock to run, Jack. We got a 43-17 lead, and things just kind of lasting forever. Again, the Wildcats on the road next week. We'll be playing down there at Sun Lake in Wesley Chapel down in the Land of Lakes, Florida. Jackie and I will be on the road next Friday. What time do you want to leave, Jack? About 2?
Yeah, I don't know. We may leave a little earlier than that and grab some lunch or something.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I tell you what, let's go down there early in the morning, do some fishing down around that area, then go to the game.
Hey, now you're talking.
Why don't we just do that? I'll load some kayaks up in the truck. We'll pull up to the game with our kayaks and all the bass we catch.
Listen, man, I don't even know if you and Kelly Cruz can call those things kayaks that y'all use anymore, okay? That may be the dictionary term for it, but my goodness.
What do you say?
That thing's got more features than a daggum bullet.
Well, I tell you, pass here on third down. They're going to throw it down the sideline. Good coverage by the Cats, and it's incomplete down there. I tell you, I've had a big one. I've had a big kayak for a while, but now I've just explored the pedal drive. You know, with the pedal drive, it just gets a little bit different, and it's kind of nice. Just kind of like riding a bike around the lake. You know, it's kind of neat. Hadn't caught a fish in it yet, but no, I have, but Kelly schooled me the other day. I'm gonna have to get him back.
Hey, we gotta redeem ourselves, man.
Yeah, I gotta get him back. I'll use the excuse that it was like the second time that I've taken my new kayak out, so I'm trying to get used to the equipment, the vessel, you know. But Kelly put it on me pretty good. Pass play here on third down is going to be incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down. We'll see if they punt it away or not. That's no good at all. What's happening there? We're just going to turn this off because that's just going to make me mad. 1:29 to go, third quarter. It's a 43-17 Wildcat lead. We're going to send Cam Smith back to return the punt here. We still are not in the fourth quarter, Jackie. Do you know that?
Yeah, this one's dragging on a little bit here.
Cam Smith's going to return this punt. He goes back and fields it at the 30-yard line, picking his way back now, trying to get to the sideline here. It's going to be the 35, not to the 38-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 for the Cats from there.
Cam Smith's like, Coach, I'm constantly getting hit. Oh, well, you know, there's a flag on the play.
Yeah. So the Wildcats are going to start at first down and 10 from the 39-yard line.
I think they're going to back us up here. I haven't seen the call yet, but
well, I mean, after the penalty, yeah. But I mean, I'm just saying that's where they would start it. Be there. 1:11 to go, third quarter. With a win, Jackie, let's talk a little bit about that scenario we were talking about earlier. With a win, the Wildcats are going to move to 6-3. The way this thing shakes out, you know, coming into the RPI standings a couple years ago, they've been doing this for a couple years now. You got 8 teams that they're going to take to the playoffs in the region, right? The way that works is you got 4 district champions and 4 non-district champions. But those 8 teams are seeded according to a RPI, so to speak, or a strength of schedule, all that formula and everything else. Right now, as of last week, the Wildcats ranked 3rd out of those 8 teams if you just look at the pure rankings, right? So you take those 8 teams. Now, last year, the top 4 would have to be district champions, and those folks would all host, they would host a playoff game. As it stands right now, the Wildcats are 3rd in the rankings, so we've got to get some clarification this week on whether or not it's still going to be the top 4 host or if it's just going to be the straight ranking of the top 8, and wherever you fall out in the rankings is who hosts. So depending on that, we'll find out if we'll actually host a playoff game or we'll travel that first round. And that's a big deal because that's going to determine who you play, also whether you're home or away. So right now, though, like we said, the Wildcats would be 3rd in our region. Bradford High down the road is number 1 right now, still undefeated on the season. Just waiting on you to say yes or no.
Yeah, as far as I know, yeah.
No, I mean on the ranking. We're 3rd.
We are 3rd. I mean, as it stands right now, my understanding is that the top 8 are going to be reseeded whether you're a district champion or not, and that's the way it's going to go. And if that's the case, the Wildcats have a great chance of hosting the first round of the playoffs. And the good thing about the playoffs is everybody starts 0-0, and the way the bracket would kind of fall is we'd get a chance to avenge some of those losses against Baldwin and Bradford County.
Yeah, you would. You get a chance to do that. But I'm going to tell you right now, we won't avenge anything with the amount of fumbles and penalties that we're getting.
You've got to clean up your act, that's for sure. Beat either one of those teams. There ain't too many teams you're going to beat with the penalty yardage we got tonight.
No, it's been ugly. The only good news about tonight is we've gotten enough plays and enough big plays. We've returned kickoffs. We've intercepted the ball. I mean, we've had all kind of good plays that have happened tonight. But if you take away half the penalties we have, we'd have 60 points on the board right now. You know that, right? I mean, we would. That's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. It's 43-17. Wildcats on top. We're going to send it back to the station for a 3-minute timeout, John. We're going to keep it there for 3 minutes. We'll be back with more Wildcat football on WFBB.
Dual State Real Estate is a proud supporter of Wildcat football. We offer home and land sales as well as property management in Florida and Georgia. Come in for a free consultation and we'll show you how to get up to 16% more for your property. Mention this ad and we'll give you free buyer representation. Don't hesitate. Call Dual State, owned and operated by Sabrina Thrift. Call us today at 904-397-0263 or check us out at dualstaterealestate.com. We'll give you service you deserve from people you can trust. And at Dual State Real Estate, we are always Wildcat proud.
You're listening to Wildcat Football on 97.5 FM WFBB. This radio station is a ministry of Glen Baptist Church in Glen St. Mary, Florida. We're blessed to air Baker County Wildcat Football live each week, and it's our hope that you enjoy the program. We know that life is busy, work, school, football, running errands around, but in the midst of the busyness, we all need a church home that brings the stability upon which you can build your life. If you're looking for a church home where you can grow in Christ and community, we would love to invite you to worship with us every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. Check us out on our website at glenbaptist.org or on Facebook, where you can access church info and content and even watch worship services. At Glen, you get dynamic music, gospel-centered expository preaching, and a wonderful faith community. Come grow with us.
We live in the small towns of North Florida, and we deserve only the finest in healthcare. We're fortunate to have that right here in McClenny at Ed Frazier Memorial Hospital. Here, we receive personalized treatment options that focus on wellness. It's reassuring to know that our doctors are just as qualified as larger hospitals, and our medical technology is the best available. Ed Frazier Memorial Hospital at Baker County Medical Services. The best part? They treat you like family.
back here to Memorial Stadium. Homecoming night in Baker County, Memorial Stadium. The Wildcats hosting the Fernandina Beach Pirates. We used to play Fernandina Beach, for pretty regular. Jack, it's been a while since we played them, especially over there. Been a while. You get over there on top of that press box, they've got those sand gnats will just eat you alive. So whoever does the radio next year, they'll get to experience that. Jabari Ruiz here on third down is going to try to run it to the left side. He fires one down the field. It's going to be caught along the sideline. Number 7 for the Wildcats is Jamel Glover, makes the catch over here on the near sideline. And Glover, nice job keeping that feet in bounds as Jabari floated that one down the sideline for him, and the Wildcats get a big first down.
That's a huge first down. Jabari Ruiz is keeping his eyes downfield as he rolls to the left. And Glover able to find a little room there in that zone.
Well, let's just keep this clock running. That's what I say, Jack. What you say? And he got out of bounds, unfortunately. And 11:02 to go, fourth quarter. We're going to hand it off to Cam Smith up the middle. And Fernandina's been tough up the middle at times tonight, and that time they were tough. Second down 11. Tomorrow should be fun, huh? Even if it is a lopsided victory for Georgia, isn't it always like just kind of a festive event when you got Florida, Georgia, you got Halloween weekend, just a lot of fun activities with the nice weather we got right now. What do you say, Jack? Just a beautiful time of year.
I told our friend Kelly Cruz the other day.
Kelly Cruz, he comes up a lot lately.
Yeah, he's an annual visitor down there to RV City and the Florida Georgia festivities.
Yeah.
And we were talking about it, and we had came to the conclusion that the best nights down there are Thursday night and Friday night because nobody's mad, nobody's sad yet. Everybody gets along, and then Saturday rolls around, and even during the day, it's all fine and good until usually around 5 o'clock.
Somebody's feelings
are hurt, and they don't want to have fun anymore.
Oh, I got to tell you, I had some Georgia fans ask me to come up to the hunting camp a couple of years ago and watch the game with me, and it was the same way, man. Gators were hurting their feelings in the fourth quarter with Kyle Pitts and Kyle Trask, and those Georgia fans didn't want to talk anymore.
Nah, they want to have a good time, man.
But I'll promise you this. I already have told you what was going to happen tomorrow, so I'm going to have a good time regardless. I'm going to watch it. Maybe I'll try to put something on the grill tomorrow, maybe just enjoy the day. It's time to just enjoy the day, Jackie. Life's short. Enjoy the day. See, I've come to the conclusion that the Steve Spurrier era and the Urban Meyer era down in Florida, I don't know that we're ever going to get that back, Jack. So we're just gonna enjoy what we got. That's what we're going to do.
Give it time. Give it time.
I've been saying, well, we haven't been saying that as long as Jaguar. I know the Jaguar fan, when I said earlier at halftime that we got to give them a little time with Peterson, they're probably saying, man, we've been waiting for 27 years.
Here's the only thing I'll say about Florida down there.
Yeah.
Is you want to talk about, and I know, you're right. We've said give it time. I've been saying give it time since Muschamp took over for Urban Meyer. I've said give it time.
That's right.
But we are in a whole new landscape of college football here.
It is.
The new $80 million facility, however much that was, that Florida just built, that just got completed. You're in this new era of NIL.
Yes, sir.
Billy Napier in his first season. There's a lot going on, man, that deserves a little time now that's different than the last couple of years we've been saying it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the recruiting piece that they've been missing. But the other thing that we're in is that NIL deal. You see teams like Texas A&M that racked up those big recruiting classes last year, but then on the field not getting it done. Wait till the end of this year, you're going to have some of those guys in the portal.
Yeah.
So that portal is going to really change the way college football. Right now, Florida's got like the 7th or 8th ranked class coming in next year. You look at the top, though, Alabama, Georgia, they're still there. So you got to have those top 10 classes to compete, but you also have to compete in the transfer portal and not lose half your team in the process.
Yeah.
So it's a whole different world on both fronts. Fernandina going to throw the football here, and we're going to get a pick. It's going to be intercepted, and we've got a guy going down the sideline. Who was that, Mosley?
Makai Mosley, yeah. Makai Mosley with a huge interception. Just sat right there on that route and was able to see it coming. He's been baiting that quarterback up all night, sitting back on that little out route. And that time, Makai Mosley said no more, as he's able to jump the route there, and a good return on that interception. Going to take it down to the Fernandina Beach inside the 20, but my goodness, another flag here. And I didn't see what the call was, but oh my goodness, going to be on the defense. On the defense, so Fernandina is going to keep the football here, Mike. So again, another huge play negated by a penalty. And this Wildcat team just can't get out of their own way. Fernandina's got the ball, calls for the snap. They're going to try to run this right at the teeth of that Wildcat defense. And nothing doing there. Picks up a couple yards. This Wildcat defense has played tremendous for the majority of the night. But just as soon as they've made a couple big plays, Derek Major had a pick six called back for a penalty. Then he has another one that he fumbles into the end zone at the 1 yard line for a touchback. And now Makai Mosley with an interception that gets negated by another penalty. Fernandina calls for the snap. Hands off to the running back right up the middle. He's going to pick up a first down here. Almost to midfield. Fernandina's not giving up. They're still going fast, trying to put points on the scoreboard. Wildcats lead 43-17. 8:15 and counting to go here in this fourth quarter. Quarterback trying to get the play in here. Got two receivers to the left, two to the right. Calls for the snap, looking downfield. Sees a man over the middle, and oh my gosh. Trenton Armstrong had a chance there. Another turnover for this Wildcat defense. Makes a good play to get a hand on that football. Pass is going to be incomplete. Stops the clock here with 7:56 to go in this fourth quarter. Wildcat defense trying to get off the field once again tonight. Fernandina lines up. Two receivers to the left, two to the right. Quarterback drops back. He's looking downfield. He's chased out of the pocket. Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Huge sack that time. By the left end over here for this Wildcat team. I'm trying to get a number. Looks like Jeremiah Mitchell from his defensive end position down there. Going to get to Denton and bring him down. So another great play by this Wildcat defense. Fernandina going to line up a little different this time. Trips to the left, one receiver, bottom of the screen. Again, Denton's going to drop back, look over the middle of the field, and it's picked off. Another turnover by this Wildcat defense. And this time that is Trenton Armstrong down there. Missed an interception earlier in the drive. This time plays center field perfectly at that safety spot. He's going to come up with another Wildcat turnover.
Thank you, Jack. I had to go down, take a victory tour, and I'm back. Just in time for a timeout.
Just in time for another turnover by this Wildcat defense.
Cats get a turnover. We got an injured Fernandina player on the field. We're going to take a timeout. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
Baker Rural Health Clinic in McClenny serves the community with clinical care at a discounted rate. If you're uninsured, income-based payment considerations will be made. If cost stands between you and a healthcare solution, Baker Rural Health Clinic can help. For more information, visit bakerrhc.org. That's bakerrhc.org. Baker Rural Health Clinic. We treat you like family. Walk-ins welcome.
Have you ever thought about cleaning out your garage or wonder what you need to do with all those aluminum cans or scrap metal you've got laying around in the backyard? Well, look no further. You just need to load it up and head to American Recycling. Tim Hughes owns and operates American Recycling on Woodlawn Road in McClenny, Florida. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on the second and fourth Saturdays of every month from 9 a.m. to noon. Stop by and see Tim and maybe even cash in on that stuff you've got laying around. Tim and American Recycling say, go Wildcat.
Well, on homecoming and senior night here at Memorial Stadium, the Wildcats a big lead here with 7:06 to go in the ball game. 43-17, the Wildcats on top, and they get the football back. And Jackie, if we've got any hope here at all, we can just kind of run this clock, maybe. What do you think?
Yeah, 7 minutes.
First down play, Jabari Ruiz back there at quarterback. Wildcats going to hand it off. Looks like Rayshawn Rayham, the senior, one of the captains tonight for this football team, number 26, gets the carry. And he's going to get a couple of yards. It'll be second down and 8. Pleading with the official for some type of call against Fernandina. Second down and 8. Now Cats line it up. Clock running. 6.5 minutes to go in this ball game, and Wildcats looking like they're going to move to 6-3 on the year. Jackie, 3-1 in district play. That one loss, though, cost us a district championship this year.
Yeah.
Second down play, going to hand it off again. Fernandina going to stuff us right at the line there. It's going to make it a third down and 10 situation for the Cats, but the clock's going to run. Seems like this second half taking a while to complete, but 43-17 score on the board. Cat fans are happy, and Cat players will be happy. Always good to get a win on homecoming. It's even better when you can get a double win on homecoming and senior night. Who are we sending that to? Third down play, going to throw it down the field. It's going to be incomplete.
Just trying to get it out there and got a bunch of seniors out there on the field, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about it. We hope the playoffs work like we're thinking it works, but if not, last home game for a lot of these guys. So,
well, we'll have to get clarification on that question this week. I don't know the answer. I wish that I would have studied up on that a little more before you asked me that tonight. I honestly don't know.
I'm going off of what Coach Mays said, but that's just he and I looking at the rule book and our own interpretation.
High punt here coming down, and the Wildcats are going to get down there and cover it around the 31-yard line, and that's where Fernandina Beach will put it in play. With 5 minutes and 36 seconds to go in the ball game, I want to thank the Wildcat sponsors for, as always, making football here on Friday nights possible. I got a chance to run into my friend Oscar Gray tonight, Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning. He sponsors our coaches show. Listen in on Monday night. I'm sure Coach Mays will know the answer to our question. We'll talk about that with him on our Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning coaches show. Baker County Farm Bureau. I'll get to the others in just a moment. First down play for Fernandina. Quarterback going to take the snap, hand it straight ahead, and they're going to get a running play out to around the 38-yard line. Dual State Real Estate. I see Sabrina Thrift and her husband. They've got a son here on the football team, and they've been Wildcat sponsors for some time now. American Recycle, my friend Tim Hughes. Tailored Healthcare. Told you all about Tailored Healthcare. New healthcare operation, taking new patients. If you need a primary care location, you should give them a call. Tailored Healthcare. Birkin Chevrolet, of course. My man Larry Birkins, and he's had a lot of come-ons tonight. Second down play, Fernandina. Clock under 5 minutes to go now. They're going to run the football straight ahead, get a first down out near the 47, maybe 48-yard line. Nelms is the running back for Fernandina. They'll get a first down, call it the 47-yard line. Clock running under 5 minutes to go in the game, and As always, I want to thank Pastor Chaz Rowland and my friend John Meadows for keeping us on the air at Glen Baptist Church each and every Friday night. Got one more game in the regular season. That'll be next Friday night at Sun Lake High School. Road trip for the Cats. Pass play here on first down. They're going to swing it out to the left side. The Cats do a nice job to converge on the receiver over there after a 3-yard gain. It'll be second down. Clock will continue to run. Under 4 minutes now to go in the game. I said, nice for a win on homecoming, but you get a double win for senior night as well. So
a win-win.
That's pretty good. Pretty good, Jack. Second down 8. Just shy of midfield. Quarterback for Fernandina. Takes the snap. Looks to throw. Fires one downfield. He got hit as he threw it, and it's going to be intercepted again. Did you see that closing speed by the Wildcat defensive back who went back there and got that pick? Was that Davion Dean?
I think that's Makai Mosley again. Yeah, Makai Mosley with his second interception. And that was set up. That's a great interception to go up and get that ball. But Jeremiah Mitchell again had a sack on the last series, and this time a lot of pressure. He and Philip Jefferson there on the quarterback. Macon didn't throw that ball well before he wanted to, and it pays dividends.
Pays dividends. First and 10 for the Cats. 3.5 minutes, 43-17. Big lead for the Cats here as we try to melt this one away. Is a 20. I got to tell you, Jack, we talked about it earlier. In all the years that we have covered Wildcat football, I don't know that we've ever played Land O'Lakes, Sun Lake High School. I know for a fact we haven't. It'd be interesting. I don't know anything about them.
Yeah, I think they haven't had a lot of success this season.
I haven't even looked to see.
I think they're 1-7 going into tonight.
I got you. All in all, with everything that we've experienced this year, and you go back to the very first game of the year, you knew this was going to be one of those odd years. You know, we got that game into the second quarter that night after a lengthy lightning and rain delay, and eventually it just wouldn't allow us to continue anymore. So it just started out weird, and it kept getting weird. We had a hurricane blow through that forced the game to Monday night, and just all kind of things this year, Jackie. But even with all that said, the Cats with a win tonight will be 6-3 on the year and still looking at a playoff opportunity. But the one thing we'll get into with Coach Mays on Monday night will be how in the world can we take this team and get some wins in the playoffs? The answer to that is we score points like we do tonight, but the answer to that's also got to be we got to cut out some of these penalties and turnovers.
Yeah. No doubt about it. Again, we're talking at any level of football here. When you over 100 yards of penalties is atrocious. I mean, absolutely unacceptable, Mike. And the way that they come about, you know, again, not a lot of holding calls. It's not a lot of, subjective, he could have done that, he could have done that, could have went either way. No, these are personal fouls well after the play's over with. Unsportsmanlike conduct, I mean, probably 5 of those tonight. You just can't do that if you want to make a deep run into the playoffs.
Third down play, when Jabari Ruiz got that snap, he fumbled it on the ground, and he had to pick it up and try to make something happen. Nothing happened. We'll punt it away. Fourth down. It'll be under 2 minutes to go, though, in the ball game. Appreciate the information that Jeremy Height gave us there, because Jeremy let me know that tonight Sun Lake's down 41-0 to the Mitchell Mustangs. You ever heard of the Mitchell Mustangs?
Yeah, they were on. That's who Varsity Blues played tonight, the third game. where he knocked him off that horse
back in 1986. Oh, my goodness. We're getting delirious. You're getting delirious if you're still listening. 1:17 to go in the game. Fernandina gets back here at the Wildcat 46-yard line. No chance for a comeback now for the Pirates. They're down 43-17. We're getting down to just kind of wasted time here toward the end. Appreciate all the Wildcat fans that listened in tonight to the ball game. It's been fun. We've had a great time here, and it's exciting to know that we've got a chance to get to the playoffs again this year, Jackie. And I don't know how good that one was. Let me know. We can always take another. Not bad, I guess. I don't know. You tell me. Depends on what you're doing with it, I guess. Second down play now for Fernandina. Under a minute to go. Clock continuing to run here. And John Meadows, we'll just keep it here. Wrap this thing up from Memorial Stadium after this is over. And the clock's hit 000, which should be pretty quickly because they run the football here, and it's going to be under 30. It'll take them probably that long to run another play, and that's going to be it. That's going to be the ball game. Clock's going to run out. Cats 43, Fernandina Beach 17. The Cats get a win. Coach Kevin Mays runs the team to 6-3, 3-1 district record this year, and an exciting night, Jackie. We saw all kind of things in this game. We saw a kickoff return for a touchdown. We saw the Wildcats get 4 interceptions on the night. A couple of them that should have been pick sixes, but the penalty bug struck us again. We saw Cam Smith get loose and get touchdowns. We saw Blake Mays get loose on a couple of zone read plays, make some nice plays. And again, aside from one extra point that was a bad snap, Blake Mays was perfect on his extra points. Also kicked a 38-yard field goal in the game. So saw a lot of activity. We saw the Wildcats have good ability to score points in the football game. But, Jackie, once again, the penalties and the turnovers kind of snuck up on us and made it ugly, and could have kept Fernandina Beach into the ball game, but Wildcats just too much tonight, get the big win.
You know, and a couple times that's what happens. You saw it in that Yulee game. We talked about that, and this was a little bit reminiscent of that. We're up 14-0.
Mm-hmm.
We get a pick six. What should be a pick six. We're talking about 21-0, Mike, in the first quarter.
Yeah.
In the second quarter. But then we turn right around and we let them, after that, drive all the way down the field and score. So now we're looking at a 14-7 ball game.
Yeah.
That's a completely different ball game than what 21-0 is. So, I mean, that's the kind of stuff that, again, if you're going to make a run and you're going to beat a team like Baldwin or you're going to beat a team like Bradford County, those are the plays that you can't have happen. You got to be able to have all the positive that happened tonight and none of the negative.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that sentiment for sure. And we'll have to work on that. We'll talk about that with Coach Mays Monday night in the Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning Wildcat Radio Coaches Show. And I want to thank all the Wildcat fans for listening in. We thank all the sponsors. Appreciate all the work that they do to keep Wildcat football on the radio. Jackie, appreciate you for being here each and every Friday night. And with that said, 6-3 Wildcats. We're going to send it back to the station and get out of here. We'll say good night, everybody. We'll talk to you Monday night and then next Friday night from Sun Lake High School. And we'll say good night, everybody.